Hello everybody, kia ora early birds, welcome back. Gonna play some more Dune Spice Wars today. I have all of my audio working properly. You should be able to hear me and also hear the game sound. Crucially, let me know if that's not working and I'll fix it. Now, if you're here to watch the VOD, here's a little timer I prepared earlier. I'll see you in 5 minutes and we'll begin some Dune Spice Wars. Hey. Oh, kia ora, white and nerdy. MFX Media, Black Sheep, Pete is back. What a stream it was yesterday. My god. Hey, good timing. Sorry the timer rolled over. Let's begin. And I think I'm ready to just wham bam thank you ma'am. Roll right through. Kia ora everybody, and welcome to Dune Spice Wars. It is officially release day for this game. It's just released in early access, and I'm very, very excited. It came out at around 2 AM this morning, my time. Thankfully, I had very privileged, lucky access to a press preview build. I'm told that the AI has changed a lot, among other things, but particularly that the AI has changed a lot. So, I'm interested to see how that plays out. And of course, the spice must flow. So let's begin. Today I'm going to play with my least played house, the Smugglers. I want to try and shore up my weaknesses and learn them better. That's why I'm picking them for today. Yesterday we played as Atreides. I'd like to do a stream for each one of the houses. I think that's a fun theming bonus to celebrate the release of this game. Today I'm going to take a look at the Smugglers. Can install underworld headquarters in opponents' villages. That's new to me. Or, you know, it's relatively different, I should say. Can place bounty on the Landsraad resolution, so we're not as good at diplomatic power like the Atreides were yesterday. We approach it very differently. Improve relationships with the black markets, and as you can see, limited access to the Landsraad. That's the council, if you will. So we're not going to have a lot of control there. And then we'll worry about the hegemony bonuses as we go through. Let's have a look at their councillors. I'll probably opt for the easy rather than the hard. +5 Solari per adjacent region containing an underworld headquarters. Yeah, I might stick to the easier ones with simpler effects that I can utilize better from the very beginning. So, reduces the authority cost to annex a village. Reduces the cost to install underworld headquarters. That seems quite good. All agents have the merchant trait. Infiltration levels can't be lower than 1. That feels very powerful. Gain 30% more when pillaging a village. Gain place creep by pillaging a village. I can be a bit of a pillager at times, but I think we'll go with the water and authority to try and take the villages rather than pillage, and then we'll go for this one. And I'm gonna set, hey, look, we have proper settings. Oh, good. This is different as well. Oh, neat. Neat. Okay, so I now have map size, sandworm activity. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun with that. I'll leave it on normal for today. Storm activity, normal. Siege hostility, normal, so that's the rebels. Neat. Victories. Domination can't be disabled. We'll have hegemony and political on as well. Assassinations is fine. AI players is good. And because I played on easy yesterday, I'm going to play on easy again today. Just so I can compare the AI. That's really the only reason. Is this game a hybrid or a hybrid RTX, 4X, or somewhere in between? Asks the real DYL. I posted a video discussing that today because it is a frequently asked question I get. My video today was essentially frequently asked questions about Dune. Was kind of the premise of it. And one of them was what makes Dune so special. So that was the title of the video. But in a nutshell, it is absolutely a hybrid. And it incorporates some of the best of both worlds, with flaws along the way. Let's begin and start with moving just straight to the spice. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. I've got the game on pause just to begin with. It is a real-time strategy game, so the timer does tick over. Just going to quickly familiarize myself with the Smugglers units as well. Seems like a nice place to start. 10% health regeneration per day. That's actually quite nice on our base unit. Wrecker deals damage to an enemy, applies contaminated. Ranged attacks have an area of effect. Kind of scares me a bit. We then have snipers, combat drones rather than scout drones. And then our super duper unit is free company. 50% power depending on fighting targets missing life. Woof. I'm going to get some scavengers to begin with. Smuggling scavengers and an extra dude. And let's roll. I think we can just start. We don't unlock anything on our capital or our main city, whatever you want to call it. Our hideout in the rocks. We don't unlock anything there for a while. So we have to wait until we get to 2000 hegemony. We're off to a slow start. We're going to find a village here somewhere in this spice, which is spawned right next to me. I think that happens every time. Oh, hello Moritz. It's so cool that you've just found the channel. I do get slightly more of a cut from the Patreon. Yeah. YouTube is really good with their support as well, though, to be fair. I generally would just say if you're generous enough to support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it when people do, you can just take the path that's easiest to you. The difference is relatively negligible. Yeah, relatively negligible. And the YouTube membership will give different benefits to the Patreon as well. YouTube gives more because naturally it's innately built into YouTube. Hey look, this has only got 2 people. I'm gonna move here and take this right away. Traditionally I've been a bit of a coward and waited until I have 3, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I can kind of scare them toward me, get a couple of strikes off, then move back and take them down. It is useful to have a 3rd unit, but I'm wondering if I save up a bit of my cash, try and squeeze this out with just 2, and then see what happens. We might move for the ranged unit first, because they're kind of annoying. Although this guy is already weak. Actually, let's focus fire, because we've got a giant missile coming through. And Anonymous just followed on Twitch. Thank you so much. We're gearing towards 1,000 followers on Twitch. And I appreciate everybody who hits follow. Yeah, no, thank you as well, Mortiz. I appreciate that. Like, a lot. A lot. This has been a very successful attack, largely thanks to the fact that this village is so close to my start that I can actually just volley it with missiles. Here we could have almost probably taken this with 1 unit by the looks. Oh, look out. Jeez. Okay, we'll take it. We've got the water and authority, the 2 resources that are required in this game to expand and to take territory. So, naturally. We'll need some of those. Mortiz! Or Mortiz, thank you so much. And welcome to the mini pixels. Wicked. Thank you. You are, I think, the first new channel member since Dune Spice Wars released. So you can wear that badge with pride. Anyway, the spice must flow. Now flowing a little more thanks to your generosity. Let's build. And I'm just going to pause it briefly while I consider, firstly, the refinery. It doesn't actually cost money to build things, so I didn't necessarily have to save my money. I could have maybe spent it on acquiring more units. Let's get the scout auto-exploring while I'm paused. Let's get these 2 bad boys. I guess actually just waiting here, because we'll probably take Shawan. And then what I can do, now that we've got this, is build a refinery. Obviously the most important resource to place, because without that, we don't extract the spice. And without extracting the spice, we can't pay our taxes and also just become absurdly wealthy as well. Pastor Gas! Thank you for following on Twitch too. It's great to see so many follows. In fact, it leaves me feeling like the spice must flow stronger. So let's do it. I'm having quite a lot of fun with this little game. It's a neat little experience. It really is. It's a fun merger of real-time and 4X. The diplomacy features are much more detailed than I'd given them credit for initially. Now I've been distracted by my technologies. Village construction costs, just to have straight off the bat, is quite good. Village building construction costs are constructed minus 15% on cost. They're also built 15% faster and repaired faster as well if we need to go for the repairs. Place Creek Factory also a priority? Yeah, totally. Totally. Who are you calling little? I mean that with kindness. I mean that is a good thing. Yeah, but I need the spice online first. Spice first. Place Creek, though, I think is a solid second because of its low upkeep. It could be a solid second. We need it definitely to improve our villages, so it's obviously of fundamental importance to hook it up early. The only other thing that I would maybe play it off against would be water and authority, because without that I can't expand. And Plascrete is no good to me if I have no places to build with it, right? I'm going to put us on 1.5 speed. I think we can roll through at that pace. Probably the whole game, but at least for a little bit. Currently producing 4 science, or knowledge, which is the base level of science. I might try and improve that a bit faster this game as well. Tends to be a weak spot for me. Right, you two, go and take that. I think we should have the water and hopefully the authority. We could actually be a little low. Let's just move back just for a second. You should actually go and do this discovery. Oh, no, hold on. Apologies. No, I'm so sorry. Go back to what you were doing. Go and research that instead. It'll get us a reward, an extra scout, an ornithopter. Very good unit. We've built the harvester so I can get... we've built the spice... let me get this right. The refinery. So, let's get harvesting. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We've got a tax of 80 spice to pay, and we've only got 14 days to do it. Another reason why I really like to smash through and grab the refinery first. 1 out of 1 villages in a region with spice field. Great. That's the first event. I think that's fixed. It would make sense if it was. Make a lot of sense. This place is going to be good for fuel, and we're going to actually need it very soon. So, I've changed my mind. Go and take it, you big noobs. And I'll start building an extra scavenger. We've got the cheaper build. Let's get... Oh man, I really do have a strong pillaging build, don't I? But I didn't take the counselor that supports that. This would also unlock the building of the processing plant, though, and the black market branch building, which is unique to me as the smugglers. So I'll prioritize that. What's going on up here? Looks like we're focus firing this one unit. Yeah, totally. And if I click into this guy, we should see fairly weak. Suffers 50% health panic. Sorry, suffers from panic when it's under 50% of its health. And it's only got, well, now it's only got 8 power. So both of these units should survive. If this one doesn't, I'm absolutely going to click at the ever-loving out of here. But that'll do. And pillaging works good for me, but I will take control of this one as well. It's probably about as much control as I want to exert immediately. Unless... unless I find a better target, in which case I would probably just take it. I think this needed a military unit sent to it. Yeah, I'm going to have far too many scouts, though. I might have to get rid of one because their fuel costs will be simply too high. Let's get the Plascrete factory online. Should have smashed that down a little sooner, but that's okay. It's done. And once these units are healed, I'll bring them back to defend the spice world as well. A bit of hitching occurring. Different from the press preview build. I noticed when I launched the game, it gave me 2 options. I could launch it in 2 different ways. I didn't quite know which way to choose. So I went with the default. Maybe it'll make a difference to performance. I'll test around with that a little bit later. Here, fuel's going to be a big issue, particularly as... Oh, water is actually a huge issue as well. Wind strength 4 ain't bad. But I'll get the Plascrete online first. The lack of water is going to stop me from expanding any further. It's also going to stop me building any more units. This unit is about to die. No, don't you dare! Oh, thank God. The banes of a real time. The banes... the banes of a largely seasoned, practiced, turn-based strategy gamer. Picking up the second niche. Oh, I love it. Okay, we've got activity from 1 ranged raider, which is fine.
Yes, boss.
They'll likely be going for the spice, so let's meet them there. There's no military there, so I will have to queue up a little bit of support. There's actually not even a missile battery. Thankfully, it is within range of the capital, so we do have some missile action. Let's zoom out and get a feel for the world. Looks like we have, I'm guessing, a tradies up this way. And we're yet to find a second spice. That's a bit of a yikes. Just unlock the Defender achievement as well. Go me. I need more water before I can expand. So, let's get the wind trap up here, where we have wind strength 4. That'll provide an extra 12. We should then have the authority we need to go out and grab another territory. Over here, I think I have enough plastic to expand. Oh, actually, it's kind of... It's a little light. We need more plastic, damn it! Hey, look. Send a helicopter to investigate. Wicked. Let's get our free helicopter here, Ornithopter, and send it to investigate this to give me another one? No. I might send it here to get this plastic. These early game discoveries are really powerful. The Ornithopters themselves do require a little bit of fuel. Thankfully, we have this one territory here with energy resources, so if I unlock this slot, we'll be able to build a fuel refinery here, and that will help me keep all of my scouts fueled. They should, for the meantime, be able to pick up discoveries like this. Here it's going to reward me with some plascrete. We'll find out how much as I speed up the game very soon. But in general, it's quite good. Of course, we're also vitally looking for extra spice in territories as well, or other resources. This territory here will be quite good for plastic. Yeah, plus 50% plascrete production, so we could move out there. That would be quite nice. For the time being, let's grab 242 out of that, and then get you doing this one for an extra ornithopter. Amazing. I am already at level 1. No, I'm not already at level 1 because I haven't assigned any agents. Should be due my agents somewhat soon. Yep. That'll help me pay my taxes. And now we can focus a little more on money and a little bit less on stockpiling spice. Let's get modular parts so that our spice harvest is a bit more powerful. And now that we have that water connected, let's go for that plastic territory. I'm a Barbie. Great. Again, I think I'll fill my weaknesses here. I do have positive influence. What is my weakest weak spot? Water and fuel, and then upkeep. So let's build a hold on. I would like to get the processing plant as well here. And ooh, water extractor. Neat. Also the spice silos. I want a lot of things here. So these slots are really special. These slots I think are less special. So let me get a maintenance center up here. This will reduce the upkeep costs of all of the crap that I'm going to be building in all these territories. That harvest is running away from a sandworm event. Good. You can go on auto recon now. And let's expand because we have enough water to expand. It's a bit of a run across a bit of a dangerous desert. So I'm going to keep my eyes on this. Use my manpower to throw an extra unit into the harvester as well. And then just watch this supply as I move across. I don't really have a choice now. I'm committed. So I just have to run and hope that a giant worm doesn't appear, Omar, out of the desert and swallow me whole. While we're standing on the solid sandstone? Jesus, spit it out, man. While we're standing on the sandstone, we're not at threat, so it's all good. Let's focus fire on this guy, get him tidied off. I do like to focus on the ranged units occasionally. I think it's a good strategy, not necessarily for the militia, but definitely for fighting other players if they have a splashed range attack. Let's take it either way. Oh, what was that? Damn it, there was a notification that I completely missed because I was too busy fighting. We've also got some votes to assign. So let me just redistribute us down to 1.5 speed and have a look about what I want to do. So I have no votes at the council, so I have to rely on influence here because I'm playing as the smugglers. So I don't naturally get votes like these other houses do. Authority production is really nice, but I feel like maybe money and plastic to build stuff. Money is more valuable once I get to 2000 hegemony though. So actually, I'm not going to vote on anything. I'm just going to stockpile my influence for a more important vote later, I think. Definitely for a more important vote later. Basically every resource is important. Yeah, well I mean of course, they exist for a reason. So everyone will be important. Although you can kind of min-max them a bit. Like fuel is... Once you've got enough fuel, you don't really need more. There's less of a benefit than, say, stockpiling plascrete, which you're going to need a lot of to improve all of these places. So, they're all important, but they serve very distinct functions. And some will scale up and some will scale down, as you would probably expect. Oh crap. Pause. This place is about to get attacked! And I am not ready. I'm gonna recruit 3 militia because this is the spice territory. And actually, we should probably recruit an extra unit as well. So let's do that. I'm about to research modular parts, which will let me use manpower to put an extra dude. The defense for cities in this game needs work. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm keen to unpack the weaknesses as well as the strengths. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Is there a limit to the amount of resources you can hold? Yes, they are capped. You can increase them with technologies and stuff. Manpower is kept at 500, for example. Not sure about the money or the Solari, though. Plascrete is 5,000. Solari may not be. Let's see if any of these others. Fuel doesn't look to. Authority is stacked at 500 as well. Army supply by 50% is quite good to have so that I don't get starved out. So I'm going to take that. And local dialect studies would have been useful. We'll grab that before our next wave of expansion, hopefully. All right. So I'm quickly going to try and build a military battery and get some militia trained here. Although it's probably not going to happen very quickly for me. So let's get my 2 units over as well. This place really benefits from Plascrete. So let's just bloop, grab some Plascrete there. Also, a missile defense might be useful to fire down at this village. You can just get rockets and militia which can be overpowered. Yeah, sure. I mean, cans. I'm reluctant to call something out for being broken if it's a can. You can get militia. And they are capable of defending against raiders, but in my experience, the militia won't hold up against an attack from another house. Which maybe could just be my hot take, but maybe places them at about the right power level, strong enough to defend against random raiders if you're fully kitted out. If you're not, you'll get destroyed. Here, my militia, my 2 militia may be able to stand up by themselves with a missile battery as well. It looks like they're going to be successful, but I'll send an extra... Actually, nah, we don't need to. 2 militia and a missile battery should be enough to take out 2 random rebels. They've only got 9 combat strength. I mean, these are not highly coordinated units. They're barbarians, essentially. Can't wait to play this game. It's loaded, but I'm still at work. Oh, Aaron, no, I feel your pain. Ah, years of being stuck behind the desk or the counter.
What do you want?
The worst. Okay, my army was able to defend. My militia actually got wiped out. They weren't even built, sorry. The militia weren't built, so let me issue a clarification. That wasn't even a showing of the militia, that was just a showing of my actual army. The militia would likely perform slightly worse because they won't have promotions. And they'll have a slightly lower combat strength. I would have to disagree with you, Clarence. I don't think that the basic city defenses are enough to defend against a faction attack. In fact, I think they're not, because I've successfully attacked factions and destroyed their basic defenses. Almost every time. Sometimes they're strong enough to repel me, but only if they bring their army along, usually. I think they're personally fairly okay for an early access launch. Maybe they could, the one thing that I would suggest, not to disagree with you too much, but I would suggest that maybe they need to be priced a little higher. I think their balance is fine. It's just maybe that they're a little cheap to acquire. Like 1, 2, 3, you know, like that's probably a little bit too easy. But apart from that, I think they're fine. I'm gonna get a sniper because that is awesome. And then we'll go and snipe some dudes. I also have 3 agents to send out, which is really bad going. Let's get one in... Who do we want? Maybe... I might actually pause the game here, just do a little bit of a catch-up. Any resource I'm particularly short on. Influence is going to be hard. The council is going to be hard to control, playing as the smugglers. So, I might chuck an agent in there. Solari global production increased by 1% per infiltration level. Cool, 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 cool. So we're all merchants, which is great for me, because I'm going to make a lot of cash. I wonder if I infiltrate this twice. Yeah, I'm going to infiltrate the council twice. Try and shore up my weak spot. How big is the map? I think I have this set to either small or medium, but you can change it. Oh my god! My alerts! My glorious alerts! Let me play you again. I'm sorry, it was a minute ago, and I entirely missed you. Lucky it was only a minute ago, but I will replay it. You'll show up twice. It looked like you were double generous. And you know what? You're absolutely worth it. Thank you so much. Bartotsk. Rizepka? I hope I got that right. I really do. Thank you so much for your 25 PLNs. Bartot says, can't watch right now, but I want to hear, once again, how you struggle to say my name. I didn't read ahead in the super chat either. That was a genuine struggle. I'm sorry. I'm ignorant. Thank you for your generosity, though. Thanks, Pete, for reminding me. Kia ora, Ben, and I see Bacon Train here as well, who just downloaded the game, but can't afford a 2-hour break during work. Home for the grind. It's a fun grind. I really do think you'll enjoy it. Let's see what territory is the next most valuable. It could very well be this one, for plus 50% plastic. However, here's some spice. Connecting the extra spice is much more important. It looks like this is the next closest one to me, so let's go on the aggression and move towards Gurlon. Girl, you lawn. Okay, I need to send a scout to go and grab this extra scout. Ornithopter. No, I don't. I need to send a military unit. I mucked that up last time. Let's send a military unit here and grab this extra scout. We can probably not send the sniper in first, but oh my god, look at that range! Oh my god, that is so cool! So here we have the sniper, gain up to 50% power, depending on target's missing supply. So as the target starts to lose more supply, the sniper is just going to plink away. Let's snipe the demolition militia in the back, and then have my troopers at the front. I'm going to pull this guy away a little bit. Try and focus fire actually with the sniper here. It's just also pulled it within range of this missile battery, which we can now use as an offensive tool, which is super strong. Keep sniping. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And now we'll send everybody in to take this place. Oh, that was very cool. That was an example of some tactical gameplay using some more nuanced units. Keen to unpack some more of that stuff as well now. And I really need some water. Water! Wind strength 4. This is a reasonable place for some. Let's trap some water here. And I might also get some militia. Just because it's a little far away from my armies at the moment. And we're likely going to be sending them to take more! I will have more. Plastic production, plus 60. Let's go! Plastic factories! Imagine not using the wreckers. Oh my god. I'm starting to think that I should have. Yeah, I'm starting to think that I should have. Kia ora again, Alexander. Nice to see you today. Hey, friendy C. Once my water is online, I'll be able to expand. We are starting to get a little low on things like manpower and also money. I can't actually quite afford to pay my taxes. Ah, we're low on money because this harvest is doing nothing. Go on, get out there, you big bloody hell. I have heaps of plastic, so let's start upgrading and filling these blank spots a little better. Now, this place I want to get, ideally the spice silos and the processing plant. To do that, I need rare elements or special region. And Gridix plane. So I need Gridix plane or rare elements. Here's Gridix plane. It's going to take 20 days. That's far too long. I need more science to speed that up, really. I need so much. Okay. I think I already have the discounter here. Maybe if I get a discounter here as well, start to reduce some cost. Could upfront the discounter now. Have a free spot here. Let's use it to get +4 manpower. That'll fill that weak spot, which is actually a huge weak spot. Largely generated by my armies, but not bad. Dat spice, though. When in doubt of taxes, just commit tax fraud. We could. It would hurt our authority, but we could. Might have to fake a cough to get sent home. Yeah. Surely it's not too hard to get sent home these days. In fact, I know for a fact it ain't. Ayo, here I am. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Got my extra scout. Could send it to start picking up some rewards, like plastic over here. Sure. You know what? You do you. Go and get some plastic. And we, once our supply is full, which it is, gotta march straight for Halram. It's a little bit of a march, I concede, but it ain't terrible. Alright, what I should say is, could be worse. I have enough water and authority to expand. We are quite desperately low on manpower right now. We're gonna be able to fix it soon, but maybe not quite soon enough. Ooh, okay. Let's get another recruitment office up this way then. And I think I'm going to have to, just to keep the economy moving along nicely, get a maintenance center here. It will impact not only the costs for this village, but also for the adjacent ones. And it's adjacent to 3, so that's a good enough saving. Oh look, my sniper, as you would expect, sniping. You can start sniping that unit in the back, actually. You are awesome. The range. Oh, get out of there, though. The one downside to this. I'm lucky I was paying attention. Otherwise, our sniper would have been swallowed whole. The lack of manpower is really hurting my resupply. Let's quickly take this place so that I don't run out of supply and health altogether. Phew. Phew. A big step for an average community, but a little step for the old meat gang. Also, 19.2k subs. The big 20k isn't far off. You're right, Aaron. And we picked up maybe, as you can imagine, with Dune Spice Wars releasing, like with any new release, there's sort of more attention around it. And that has brought some new names to the channel. We've been playing the Terraformers 4X game that Potato showcased the other day. It's pretty chill and fun. I saw that came out last month, Ben. Unfortunately, it just didn't quite make it on my radar. But, yeah, it looks cool. Have you tried multiplayer? Are you talking about Dune Spice Wars multiplayer? A couple of questions about it. I did talk about it in my update video. Multiplayer is coming to early access, but it isn't released now. A reminder, this isn't a very, well, not a very early access, it's actually quite polished, but a relatively early access release. I need more money. But also, can't go wrong with a bit of plastic. Let's get plastic. I've got more than enough to pay my taxes, so we can probably up that a little bit. And crucially here, stop building that plastic. You idiot. We need the refinery, which is actually a little short on oil. Yikes. A fuel. Fuel is one that I'm happy to ride down to the wire because there's not a huge benefit to getting a lot more. However, I do need some more. Now, this territory would be a great fuel territory, but in the meantime, let's connect a fuel cell here. That'll kind of fill my blank spots. This slot ideally wants to be saved for either that processing plant or that... probably the spice silos, though, once we get Grid Explain unlocked. A little bit of a hold-up, which actually means that science could be a bit of a hold-up. So why don't we get some knowledge centers somewhere as well? Let's see. Oh, shoot. Gurlon has been taken while my back was turned. Come on, Gurlon. Right, for the time being then, let's get that plastic up and running. And I'll have to send my armies now back to Gurlon, which will be on a cooldown, won't it? This village, yeah. It was attacked, so we can't take it. Alright, let's, Whoa, this one's got 5 militia defending it. What the heck? That's crazy. That's really powerful. Let's just take this one instead then, because it's quite close by. So we'll move here and take this and then have to sweep back and grab that. Yikes. No missile batteries within range. No militia to defend that. Hashtag free grandma. There was an alert. God.
We're listening.
Yeah, of course there was. And it was those raiders who walked past me and I was like, oh, look at those dumb raiders. I could snipe them, but I won't. And then they literally walked past me and raided me. Do I feel like the tech tree is too small or short? It is a small tech tree, but the costs are relatively high. And I think that the answer is no, only because you have to think about the context that it's within. This isn't Civ or Humankind. We're not starting as Neanderthals and working our way through a tech tree. We already have technology. So it makes sense that the tech tree would be smaller. And to get around that, and really also maybe playing into the theme of Arrakis, the world of Dune being a very harsh, inhospitable world, these technologies and advancements take quite a bit of time. And that's another way that you can kind of get around the fact that the tree is small. I have never come close to completing the tree before victory. So I don't think it's too small. And apparently, don't forget to press the like button. Go you! Thank you for liking the video if you're tuning in for some Dune Spice Wars. Apparently, Devin had a great question. Do you have an affiliate link? No, Devin, I don't. Yes. A fairly straightforward answer. In my description, always, I do have the various affiliate ways that you can choose to interact with or support the channel. I have an Epic Games creator code, and I have a Humankind affiliate link, but no Dune one. No Dune one. The links in the description are not affiliated with Dune. It's just a link for ease of access for you to go and see it on Steam. I don't benefit. But it is a really great game, and I can recommend it, genuinely. I don't have the authority to take this place, so let's just pillage it instead. Money. We've got more than enough to pay our taxes. There is a new vote at the council, so I've just quickly paused the game. It's 100% agent capture when an operation is detected. That's pretty powerful. And I've got enough influence to win something. I'm gonna keep saving it up, though. What's it capped at? 500. Ooh. Plus 30% manpower upkeep is quite bad for me. I'm quite low on it. So I might just throw a little bit of my influence to say no. Military developments, I'm barely building any of them, but I will support it. And then this is probably the most powerful of all, but I'm going to save my votes because I kind of want to be elected to one of these more powerful positions in the council. So just going to hold off on that one. Bartots, thank you so much for another super chat. It turned out I can watch. SZ is pronounced like sh, or RZ is like French G in Girard. Okay, the French G in Girard, not overly helpful for me, but the SZ is pronounced like sh is very helpful. So now, I'm gonna say your name. Thank you again for the very generous 25 Ns. Can we get a round of applause for the 25 PLNs? Yes. Go you! Go you! So it's pronounced sh. I really hope I remember that. I'm not going to. I need a pin board where I can write these things down. But thank you nonetheless. Bartosz. Bartosz? And then like G in Girard in French. How would I say a G if I was French? J. Is it like a J? It could be like a J. So I'm going to guess your name is Bartosz Jepka. How did I do? I hope I did good. Thank you, Bartosz Jepka. For your generous super chats. What up, Shroods? Nice to see you. Also, thank you to Demetrion, who just cheered 100 bits on Twitch. Twitch is alive and well. Ah, go you hype lord. That is awesome. Visuals look nice. Fidelity is okay, but art style is very pleasant. I agree with your take first time in chat over on Twitch as well. Welcome, Arcalis. And thanks to Patreon for the 100-bit cheer. Every bit counts. Almost perfect? Yay! That was actually pretty decent. Oh my god, he did. Those high school German lessons may have put me wrong initially on the pronunciation of the Z in your name. But now, here we go. Any news on Civ 7? Nah, they've been very quiet on that front. Every month or so, we tend to get some sort of speculation, some teasers, maybe news out of the developers, but nothing to report since the last time I posted an update on the channel, and that was probably around a month ago after they presented at the Game Developers Conference. Yeah, that was the last time I had any coverage on Civilization 7, and I haven't really seen anything else worth covering since. There's the odd little speculation here and there, but nah. We've got some extra manpower, so let's fill this harvester. Let's also make sure we start harvesting the spice. Second spice online. Super, 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 mega important. I'll also get some militia here, too. It's all the manpower I've got, so that's fine. Money is in the negative, but everything else is in the green, and we're at 2k hegemony, which means we can start to build this up. I'm going to pause the game, try and get a little bit more cash, because these upgrades to the capital are very good. Very, very good indeed. Now, to unlock them, I call it the capital, you can call it your city, or whatever you like, whatever your base territory is. To unlock them, you have to get to 2000 hegemony. In this game, I've done that, as you can see, largely by paying my taxes, great for your score, defeating enemy units, and taking regions. And also a little bit of pillaging, but largely that's how I've done this. I've got to 2000 fairly early on, although a little bit faster would have been nice. And now you can see I can start to build these districts. These are very, very strong indeed. A little expensive early on, but eventually, once you're collecting the spice, you'll be able to build them. Different factions do have different ones, and some of them are also unlocked, or most of them are unlocked through the tech tree. You can see the required technology is labeled really easily. Military ones for military districts, economic ones for economic districts. It all makes sense. The powers are very strong. One that I'm interested in particular is this research center. This basically doubles your early game knowledge, which will go from 4, which is the default, to nearly 8. Very strong. 5% harvester economy, so you get a whole lot of extra spice. That's really powerful too. Extra manpower, super good. Extra influence is great for the council. Black market branch, unique for me here as the smugglers. These things are super strong. Super strong. Unlocked at 2000, and then built largely off Solari and plastic. I've got plenty of plastic here. I don't quite have the huge amount of Solari that I need though. What I could look to do is balance some out here, which I can't do because I actually need more spice right now, or trade. And this is really the key, because there'll likely be resources that I have far too much of that I'm not using. Influence could be one. Intel could also be one. Intel is quite valuable. Maybe I flick off 50 intel for troll click, 200 bucks. Get rid of all of my intel. That'll get me 380. Yoink. And then we'll jump into the Fremen. They have actually a high interest in influence. I could spare them a little bit. They're pretty interested in influence for the same reason that I am. Their access to the council is quite limited. For that reason, they don't love gold either. We can probably squeeze a little bit extra out of them. 140. Nice. And even though I'm in the red, and I don't want to stay in the red, I might look to jump into one more trade deal then. This is actually a really great one, because the Harkonnen don't like money. So, we could probably, and I probably should have went to them first, to milk a little bit of extra value out of them. I do have some excess plastic, so why don't we trade a bit of money for plastic? Which is something that I'm lacking. Boom. Hit play again. All of those trades will go through, and that's given me the money that I need. Because I know that money is an issue, I might look to also try and stack some of these bonuses. You'll see 2 economic districts. So if I can build 2 of these, I can get plus 10% money production. That's pretty good. So I might shoot for a slot with 2. And then build the 2 economic ones. Do I want Harvester for extra spice, or do I want the tech tree unlocked really fast? Extra spice is probably the most important, but I'm really curious about this research hub. I'll go for the extra spice first. Extra spice, extra money, and then we can get the research hub faster. That's the idea anyway. Let's get this back out deployed. Go on! Come on! Go get that spice! And we're away and laughing. Sub-Romanian. That is cool. I agree. I agree. Could I also please get a like count if somebody wouldn't mind letting me know? I know we naturally have less viewers watching today than yesterday, but I would appreciate it. Can you speak German? Nein. Mortis, no, I cannot. I took lessons in high school, which was well, probably like over a decade ago now. So no, I can't. Really basic, that's about it. Hey, look, our second harvester is online. In good news. Get out there and deploy, you big numped. I should have enough influence to take a district now, and this one is actually slightly better than that one because it's adjacent to the spice territory. Good to have the adjacent districts. And then I might take this one for the fuel. It's also an adjacent district. 43. Okay, so we're nearly at 50. That's pretty good. Looks like your army has a cap of 18. Is that a fixed cap? It is, Pete. It's called the command points, and it's fixed, but don't fear. You can increase it. The easiest way I've found to do it is with this technology. Ground command. But actually, that's a good point. I'm going to include a discussion around the army in my tips video that I'm working on, hoping to publish this afternoon. But we'll see. But I will include a little discussion in that. Because military is very important. Obviously, you need these military units to take villages. Not need, always. There are other ways around it. You can cause a rebellion through diplomacy and all kinds of things like that. But let's just assume that we need military to take things. My supply is really bad. Largely dictated by command points. Different armies will have different command point penalties. You're right to point out that at the moment I don't have a lot of excess. In fact, training one more would probably... Let's quickly get this so my supply can pick up. Training one more would probably push me over. The easiest way I've found by far is ground command. It's a relatively cheap technology. It'll give you an extra 8 command points, which is sort of 1 or 2 extra units. There may also be other ways through diplomacy and those sorts of things that I'm yet to push through. Likewise, trade deals maybe as well, potentially. But this is by far and away, I think, the easiest way to ramp it up. Command points. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. I'm particularly interested in this one here, which will buff my militia, which goes to your question, Hell's Remorse, about a militia-only pacifist run. I think it could be entirely possible. Yeah, I think it could be entirely possible. This will also unlock the weapons facility, which is quite interesting. Let's get guerrilla tactics. A unique one for me, so probably a good one to move towards. Then maybe ground support afterwards. Actually, I might get intelligence network after that. And then reduce my water upkeep. If we jump into a territory like this as well, extra power for my military units, the airfield allowing them to move around, we know how good that is far away from the capital, which actually is kind of here. I could future-proof myself with an airfield here. Not bad. I might go for the missile battery first, though. Not quite within range of that place, not quite within range of that one. So yeah, in general, Pete, I think to answer your question, the tech tree development's probably the easiest way to do it. Did I see another at Jumbo Pixel? Oh, it was Hell's Remorse. Would a pacifist Atreides run be possible? I'm adding it to the near the top of my list, but yeah, I think so. Not old enough to play the first. I'm old enough to play the first Dune, which was very fun. Look forward to playing it when it comes out. I've heard so many good things about that first Dune game. I'm also technically old enough to have played it, but I was probably a little bit young, to be fair. Yeah, I haven't played it myself, but I've heard really good things. Really good things. Let's keep playing. I'm on pause on accident. Sorry. Unassigned agent. Do I want to infiltrate a track? No, I want to start infiltrating a house. We get more intel when we do this. Let's infiltrate Atreides, because they're likely the large diplomatic threat. So we'll go for them first. Start to build up a bit of extra intelligence. I don't think I need to train an extra unit right now. Up yours, extra units. Let's get a spice silo here. Reason being, it provides plus 20% spice production. In fact, provides plus 20% spice production in all villages in the region and its neighbors. And we've got Spice Place here and Spice Place here. So this is a super powerful village for adjacency bonuses. Adjacency bonuses like the maintenance center, for example. Minus 30% on Solarian Plascrete. But in this case, it's really that adjacency bonus that's coming out of what I would also like to get built in this place if I could, the spice silos, plus 20% spice production. Let's do it. This should ramp our spice production up relatively quickly using the power of these adjacency bonuses. And then, of course, the other way we can do it is by focusing on our harvesters. Converting manpower into crew is the first powerful way. I'm short on manpower right now, so I might want to try and quickly find a way around that too. Like, potentially... Oh! No. I think I need the airbase here. I really do think I need an airfield here as a connection. So we won't go for that. I'll quickly grab the manpower recruitment office here to try and bring this back into the green. Hope I'll have time to watch this episode. Almost midnight here. Fair enough, Nev. I'll absolutely make sure that the VOD is posted. The spice must flow, DNA Seb. I was reading some of your comments as well. So hello to you. I always read them. But naturally, I can't always have the time to reply to them all. But I'm across most of them within 2 days, usually, is when I'll go back, because that gives me a chance to see how, you know, like, what things are being upvoted, what opinions are more or less popular. We're well queued up for the tech tree, and it's going to take a hot minute. Spice, I've got so much stockpiled now, so I'm going to really ramp down my spice production. In fact, I'm going to ramp it way down, and start producing money like there's no tomorrow. Check these events. Lose 1,000 Solari. Take control of 2 new villages, I can get 200 hegemony. And this one is rebelling. Okay. Where are my dudes? And can they go and stop it? Yes. Get over there! The lack of militia here left it super undefended. Militia do cost manpower, and manpower is relatively scarce in the early game. I need 1,500 bucks kind of fast, because I really want to get this research center online so that I can start to push through the technology tree as fast as possible. Cool if you zoom in. Sometimes you can see moons of Dune on the horizon. Oh, Thrak, that is awesome. My pleasure to stream. Can't see any at the minute. But it is a cool zoom in, you're right. It's a really cool zoom in. I'd like it if there were little dudes and stuff walking around. Although I guess doesn't really suit the theme for the planet, does it? Let's have a look what's going on here. Sniper shouldn't probably be engaged in such close range combat. I'll just move it out a little bit and focus fire. I did lose one of my units, which is really bad management by me. Because they're so expensive in particular, it's very punishing. I might start working on some operations as well, like reducing enemy power in the region. Let's queue that little ability up for ourselves. I'm going to try and get that extra money. Sandworm's been detected, so that slowed down the spice, which has slowed down the money generation. A vote. Is it a good vote? Oh, God. Hey, there's some potential diplomatic skulldaggery to be had here. 100% Lansard standing losses for actions against other factions. So we could really destroy someone standing with the council, which would limit their votes. It therefore makes this quite powerful to use against either Atreides or Harkonnen. Yet, neither of them are doing particularly well. I'm gonna reach my influence cap soon. I don't really want either of these going through. They shouldn't, but I could throw a decline at that one, like a little 20 or something. And then let's try and sabotage House Atreides by, oh, no, actually, this is probably more impactful at House Harkonnen, because they're more likely to be a militarist. So, let's try a cheeky little sabotage. I don't want to overcommit too much, but I'll throw 140 votes and we'll see what happens. Definitely need to be building more districts. Let's try and get some that either save me money or make me money. What? The conditions aren't great here, it's gotta be said. Get this place super kitted out. Sly. Ooh, something may have just gone through because I just got achieved that I haven't seen before. Yeah, let me try and use what the actual smugglers do best, shall I? Install Underworld Headquarters. Install an Underworld Headquarter in this village. Duration 0.2 days. It's going to cost me 10 authority and 97 bucks. I'm going to install a couple and see what happens. Hey, they've changed this too. That's cool. Trade 10 water for 4 spice. Free company units cost -1 command point. Not bad, but I probably won't move to that too fast. They're going to secure access to 2 spice as well. No wonder. 3 spice. No wonder they're doing so well. Okay. Okay. What I'll do then is, firstly, I need to try and get my economy back in the green. I can afford to stockpile a little bit less spice and get both my harvesters out. Smuggler's base is cheap. Smuggler's base is super cheap. And now my underworld headquarters. Cool. Let's establish some more. I'll get one on the spice place as well. This is fun. Okay, so now I can build things here. What can I build? For 200 bucks, produce 30% of the village's spice production as money. Produce 30% of the village's plascrete as money. Produce 30% of the village's water as money. Regenerates health for nearby units. Holy moly. Holy cow. $79 in New Zealand. Yeah. Things are so expensive in New Zealand, even digital things. It's absurd. Yeah, the year is 10,000. The year is 10,000, and everybody's addicted to this sweet thing we like to call spice. Guys, is it only at 30 likes? I heard it was more. Okay, what are you producing here? This place looks pretty good. Let's start converting everything that it's produced. Ooh, stocks 30% Solari production. Sure. So it's producing 33 spice, 3 money, and 18 water. Okay. I just kind of want to steal the spice from these guys. I feel like that's a good way for me to connect spice as the smugglers without having to go super militarist. We're at 57. We're twice as good. Are there any vehicles in this game? Vehicles don't tend to do so well in this environment. Like land-based vehicles. You have your harvesters. You have utility vehicles with harvesters and scouts. But outside of that, it's mostly militia, military units, infantry units with various weapons. There are some military units that are vehicles of some kind, but they're specific to the world that Dune is, to the Dune universe. So it's things like combat drones that don't leave an imprint on the sand, for example. Oh god, they are expanding like there's no tomorrow. I kind of want to take this from them before they move too fast. Spent spice in neighboring territories. Yeah. Fuel cell is probably better here, though. If I can fit it in. Here we go. And also, seeing as this place has got so many districts, it's likely a good idea to at least give it 3 militia. Would train my 4th unit. Probably a good idea. A shame we lost one before. I love those snipers, so maybe I get an extra scavenger, and we just have my army of 4. My solid army of 4. Sandworm detected. That's going to hurt my spice. And also I see some raiders moving across here. Don't like that. So I might up my... Ah, look, they got swallowed by a worm! Ah, I love it. So good. Sandworm detected. Yeah, you betcha, King Backside, they were detected. Woo! That is good. Oh, my pleasure. Happy to answer any questions. If anybody's got any questions, whether you're watching as one of the 30-ish people on Twitch or the 70-ish people, I think, on YouTube. Let me just check that. I think we're absolutely screaming it away today. Not quite as much as yesterday, of course, but I mean, come on. Yesterday was a very special stream because I had very special early access, which I'm so grateful for. But it's awesome to see so many people tuning in and interested in Dune. I think it is a very interesting game. A very interesting game. And like I say, I'll rabbit on about it for a little bit longer, yet still probably, but super happy to answer any and all questions that you'd like. One of the goals from my video today was to sort of address some frequently asked questions. So I have addressed a few of them already, but so happy to talk it through. I'd also like to produce some faction guides or breakdowns of the different factions because they are very unique. And yes, my like counter says officially right now, 60 likes. Wicked. And 70 some people watching. So if everybody who was watching, no. Deploy your harvester. It's all good. I'm paused. But yes. I think it's probably safe to send it back out. There was a worm right here. Literally right now. So, you know. Probably don't need to stress too much. There's a little bit of spice waiting here, so I'll send one of my scouts to grab that. Got plenty of plascrete, not a lot of money. I'm converting all of my spice into money. So money is a problem child. But actually not terrible. I wonder if I want to start trading away some of my less useful resources too. Control a region with spice. This event will have no other consequences. Cool. Neat. Okay, army of 4. Go and take this village for its fuel, which is a bit odd, but I'll allow it. Check in on some of these, see if I can do any of them for free. I can't. I might move and grab that plascrete one next then and start moving down this way. I'm surprised there's not another spice down around here somewhere. What faction's the easiest to learn on? Most people will probably think that Atreides is the easiest one to learn on, and I tend to agree because they're quite well balanced and you have control of the council. The council's probably the hardest game, like overall game mechanic and victory condition to master. But I also think that actually Harkonnen is pretty decent, and a lot of players might benefit from playing Harkonnen as their first too. I'd suggest one of those two. Smugglers and the Fremen are a little more nuanced. My science sucks so bad. But I kind of need that 10,000 gold, don't I? Gold. Gold is a big problem. Money. Spending a lot of money at the moment on armies and recruitment officers. So it is my army upkeep that's the most expensive thing. My military is costing me. So I need to make sure that I'm at least getting some benefits from them. No need to sabotage that. We're at 183, so we could probably look to trade away a little bit of...
What do you want?
A little bit of this. Oh, you like gold. I'd like to find someone who doesn't like gold. Anybody not like gold? You're indifferent to gold. I'll just take a little bit of that from you. Thanks, Chief. We've got a rebel invasion on the way. They're headed to this place which has no militia. But it does have a missile battery. My army's very far away, but I could start to track 2 troopers back over that way as well. And then we'll leave the sniper, and it's 1 trooper guard here to take control of this village. And that will shore up our sort of boundary here. Ideally, I would take this and this as well, though. This territory in particular. But I do have other ways around this. So maybe I go produce 30% of this village in money. and produce 30% of this village in money as well. Start to improve these outposts a little bit and have them generate a little bit more money for me. Here we go. Spend money to make money, but we'll invest. invest. Oh, this one's producing 60 bucks. Neat. Harkonnen by far. Yeah, my thinking, Alex, was fairly straightforward. Powerful military, easy enough mechanics to understand. But, I mean, less power at the council, probably a fair trade-off to be fair. Oh, spice field detected. Hello, beautiful. Oh my god. What? What has happened to you? This is odd. It's no wonder these two are doing, are currently in last. I reckon they've been fighting each other like there's no tomorrow. Maybe? I mean, this is a lot of conflict. A village is under siege. We know that. We're dealing with that. New village controlled. Nice. Let's plug it with some water, first of all. And then probably get the units back over there. I will probably look to take this village as well. So depending on the outcome of this rebel attack, which it looks like, go the rebels! They've scared the Fremen off. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. I do really want this. 1,500 bucks. Should I pause and try and get 1,500 bucks? Minus 50% construction costs on infrastructure. That's probably the only one of these that I'm most interested in. And even then, I don't know. You want to know how many units there are. No tanks yet, to my knowledge. But there are 5 different military units for each faction. Each faction has their own sort of unique unit. And then there may be more outside of that in the random sort of barbarians as well. Fremen always seem to lead on hegemony. I wonder why. Could be that they reach out fast for regions. Their spice acquisition abilities are much faster than everyone else's, so it could just be that as well. Couple of quick thoughts from me. We lost control of this place, and actually, we're about to lose another unit, so I'm just going to get the heck out of there. Reinforce with these two, and come back, because that is nasty. You sound like barely got enough strength. Let's reduce enemy power in the region. Get Healthy Boy out the way. Send these ones in, but not the sniper. Send these two in first to target the demo man. Put the sniper on the hill. You've probably got enough health now that you can come back in and fight. Nice. Combat ongoing, village under siege. Unassigned agent, let's throw them there for the money. Let's get Poison the Reserve set up with my intel. And loads of points of interest have been completed, so I can use that to get some spice. Oh shoot, I should check my taxes. Ah, taxes! Oh crap! I'm gonna be able to catch up on that, but only just. Stop! What's going on? Sandworm nearby. No! Ah! Damn it! That is totally my misclick. I thought I'd paused the game, but I'd played the game. Oh, you gotta play the game. Damn it, my sniper. I loved him. That's gonna cost me a little bit of money that I don't have. While I'm frantically producing spice to quickly pay my taxes. Some of the factions are nuanced. What's the deal with the smugglers and the freemen? Hard question to answer very quickly, Sev, but thanks for tuning in for the first time. In a nutshell, the smugglers who I'm playing right now get to go to an enemy territory like this and build these underworld headquarters, where I can build sneaky things in the underworld, like things that generate me money off their territories. That's the smugglers' big thing. The Fremen's big thing, they're quite interesting. They're really good at spice, and their counselors are great at finding spice revealed on the map straight away, extracting it, etc. They can move across the map with a special ability that lets them ride the sandworms, and they're also not really afraid of sandworms. They harvest spice in a different way. They don't use big machines like us off-worlders. They do it their own way. They're very cool. Very cool. I might play them tomorrow. It was a genuine panic scream, Alexandra. I'm so gutted about my sniper. I love that sniper unit. The range on it is freaking awesome. Okay, so losing money, but it's because I'm desperately stockpiling spice to pay my taxes. So that's okay. Will I get there in time? Yeah, but only just. One new agent with a political mastermind trait. Not possible for me. My lack of scouts this game's been a little costly. This game would have some pretty wild multiplayer. Yeah, I am very excited to see that. And I spent a couple of minutes discussing it in my video today. I think that this game could really benefit from a nice, slightly stripped back, but not by much, competitive multiplayer setting. This place needs more stuff, and I desperately do need more money. However, it's very good at fuel. I really need fuel right now. It's adjacent to only one of my districts, so not a lot of value. Oh, it's adjacent to 2, and it is adjacent to a spicy. Now I'll just make more plastic, I think. It's cheap. It's easy. We can trade it for other things. Speaking of trade, Harkonnen would like to give me 170 spice to help me pay my tax bill. 250 influence, though? No. Stench has been detected. Nice. Get some more plastic out of that. I've got so much plastic. We're just going to pay our taxes in time. Brilliant. Okay. Sniper's being trained again. Gurlon has been refortified. Let's get it making money if possible, if at all possible. That's actually quite good at plastics. I'll get it making plastic, which can make me money. And then we'll think about where we want to expand next. Maybe I push at the Fremen. Generate a little bit of difficulties. I think I do, because I kind of want Uras, because then I want Hulman, whatever it is. And then I'll keep building up my devious infrastructure up here to try and get some money. Solari production 5. Not great. Not great. Yeah, I like the day-night switch option in Civ 6 as well. That would be very nice. Hopefully with the full polished version. Women also don't suffer penalties in deep desert. Yeah, they are. Their movement is so good. You're right. The overall supply, a key thing to highlight. Oh, kia ora, P. Draggy. Best part of the Fremens. Then Daya. Their leader. No. Ooh, they don't like money, and I love money. Would you care to trade? Could actually give them a little bit of influence. I don't want to give them too much, but mine's maxed out, so we might as well get rid of some. Could potentially also get rid of some plastic. Maybe some spice, although my taxes are due soon, so I might actually just hold on to that. Could lose authority, but get some extra money. Let's get that treaty online. Trade agreement. Plus 15%. That used to be plus 20. Interesting. They've taken that down a bit since the press build. Probably a good idea. There we go. 400 bucks. And secure a little bit of extra money income in future. Between that and the deal was declined. Well.
What do you want?
Really?
How is Arrakis treating you?
It was probably the trade agreement because of the impact on authority, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I want to get rid of some of this influence, so we'll just make the deal a little more appealing. See if that works. That didn't work either. Could be our relationship? It's only at 0. Tradies have got lots of money. They prefer money. They probably don't need any more influence off me either. You know what? This is just going to be too hard. Everybody is effectively just kind of shutting their borders off to me. And I hate it. Okay, I will give you one more chance. We'll ditch the trade deal because it could be that that's messing with it. And I'll throw you some plastic for a little bit of money. What do you think? Yeah, that one was accepted. So probably just the trade deal. Okay, I've got enough spice to pay my taxes. Let's start converting it over at a 2.4% conversion rate between spice and cash. It's not bad. Which movie of Dune did I watch? I watched the most recent one. It was $8 to rent it on Apple TV or whatever I rented it through. And it was all right. Yeah. Bit of a part one, but it's all good. Right, my military's costing me a lot. So let's go and expand. The Fremen have reached 5,000 hegemony and they're ahead of me. So let's expand right there. Maybe not sending the sniper in first. We'll send our first wave of troopers. And then about sniper range behind, the sniper will move in. And hang out around there. We're being volleyed straight from the go. Could hurt us a bit there. Get some extra districts. Maybe the extra spice harvesting is a good idea, although money is still a problem, so let's reduce our upkeep. Grab a couple of militia here just to keep this place slightly defended. And how is this fight going? Well. The answer, very well. Bring down the win conditions to make it more tournament friendly. Yes. Yep. Totally. 30 to 60 minute battle 4x, but it's going to be more like Stellaris. Yeah, absolutely. Because of the limits to the number of military units you're controlling at any time, it's maybe even lesser, definitely lesser militaristic focus than any of those, actually. But Stellaris matches are so much longer. Yeah. This game is still, I would say, much quicker than Stellaris. Important to note, of course, we also don't have speed settings at all on this game, other than tweaking difficulties and that kind of thing. So hopefully some of those will turn out. I'm being bombarded like there's no tomorrow because of this unit. Oh my god. No, it's the bloody... What's going on here? I think I might be attacking the city. Oh, jeez. That was really by the skin of my teeth. I am super unhappy with how that went. It was okay, but not perfect. I need more manpower so that I can start filling my 2 harvesters with some extra dudes, probably. That was a really rough expansion. Jeez. Rough as guts, actually. My influence is ticking up very, very, very fast. So I might look to the council and see if we can splash some stuff around. No? 3 days. Resolutions will be submitted for voting in 3 days. Okay. Allows the training of the Landstrad guards. I like that. I'll probably try and grab that for me. That's a good thing for me. I could actually lose this if too much strength comes in. So what I might do is bring my sniper to the front line and start to weaken this. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. 22 strength versus 18 and a very weak 18. If I try for the pillage instead, try and just hold off and pillage it, recoup 500 gold, which would actually only be enough to rebuild this one unit. I think I just have to withdraw altogether. It's too risky. We're too weak. Let's get out of here. Run, you fools!
The path is clear.
I hope I don't lose my sniper again. Oh, please! Oh, no! No, go. Okay, we're launching some volleys back at them now. This is good. No! You! You can win without fighting. Yeah, you can. Yeah, but and I talked about that a little bit in my video. No, I'm not trying to shamelessly plug my video today, but I did talk about that as well because it's another frequently asked question. Like, how do you actually win? Like, how does Dune play? How does Dune actually play? And the answer is military is important, but you can absolutely win without it. It's balanced very well as a strength and as a weakness compared to the other victories and the other things that you should be focusing on. I like it. I do like it. It's neat. Yeah, that was the most vindictive attack by the AI that I've ever seen. Unbelievable. My lack of money is going to hurt. However, the upside to having a smaller military is that we will actually start to make money. We're going to start to make some money. Finally.
Yes, boss.
Could try and grab the contraband cash here to stock 30% of this village's spice production up to 500. That's pretty good. Looks like there's been a sandworm incident over here. Yeah, what are you scared of, hey? You right? Ah! Oh crap. I thought I had all of these on auto recall, but that one was not because it had already been destroyed once. Good God. A series of failures have really set me back here. It's got to be said. Advanced engineering, plus 50% health on buildings, plus 50% plascrete production, 5% resource production in villages per building. Per building built on an extra slot. Let's get advanced engineering. That should be very good for me. Ideally, these would be more money. However, this is the vote for the judge of the council. A position that I won't easily be able to hold because I don't have the prerequisites required, so we can't get it. This is a buff for House Harkonnen here, if they can take it, which they can. So these positions are entirely out of my wheelhouse. If I decline, I assume that stops anyone from getting it? We'll find out. I haven't tested that before, but I've certainly got enough influence to smash. So, let's just say you will not be able to trade these guards. And also, I'll take some extra authority, thanks. Just splash out my influence here. Take the extra authority, and I'm not Atreides. Oh my god. And decline that. Okay, cool. Been building up my power for a while. This harvest is ready to go. Get it out there. Hook it up with a dude. Saving military power now that we've got a smaller army. So there is this constant sort of paper, scissors, rock trade-off here. Balancing my victory conditions. I would preferably like to at least have 3 units in my army, though. I think any less than 3 is just far too risky. Small military entering the mid-game. What could go wrong? Less likely to save scum. That is true. Yep. I mean, I could, but because it's not turn-based, I suppose. I see these rebels encroaching. This territory's pretty well defended, except for the fact that it doesn't have a missile base. And the missile silos are actually really good. But very expensive. It's got a note. Like, if you build them everywhere, it will cost you. Either way, let's send my 2 troopers up to help defend. This is actually going to be a fight that is a little bit of a tough ask. Extra scavenger.
Yes, boss.
Fighting going on over there. The 2 militia are a tad undefended. But they look to be holding up okay-ish. The ranged one is actually doing great work here. It can focus fire, weaken the units with its very targeted gun warfare, and then we can tidy that. Okay, good. Good. Right. These places. I haven't looked at expansion over here in a while. There's literally a free slot here waiting for... Waiting for... extra spice. Stop! Someone's in danger. Worm attack. Get these units out of here. What?! Oh, I am so done. Super. I was a follower. Mohican, thank you for following. Oh my god. I just... vote with my money. I think it's procedurally generated. Not sure if there are seeds. I haven't seen them. Oh my god. The desert encroaches right up on this village, and the worm was able to trigger here. What's the price? I think it's 30 euros for this game, I think. I'm not sure what it will be in your currency. I'll tell you what it is in New Zealand dollars, but it's not helpful to know that you need to spend 79 New Zealand dollars, probably, to you. I think it's 30 euros and 30 US dollars, which is very cheap for what it is. The benefits of course, picking it up while it's in early access. I doubt that it would stay at that price forever. There are seeds, but I don't think you can manually load them. There you go. It's currently 30 bucks. There you go. $30 US. Wicked. $50 New Zealand.
Ammo years.
And my military is wiped out yet again. The only upside is we're starting to generate some extra manpower now. The missile batteries take up a lot of manpower too. They're more expensive than you might think. Much more, actually. It's not just, it's their upkeep to manpower as well that's kind of crippling me. What is this? Holy moly. Where are you going? It looks like they could be tracing through that way. But seeing as they're walking through my area, and they were really rude to me last time. Oh, I'd love to have my sniper here ready to go. Let's drain their supply and weaken their power, because that's how pathetic and spiteful I am. Village capture is cheaper for the instigator. That could be useful moving forward. Interrupts and prevents battles. Interrupts and prevents battles in the target region for 2 days. We could use that to screw them over as well. That could be quite funny. But for the time being, I'll just go for the supply drop and the gear sabotage again. Have those ready to roll. Not very useful in a situation like this, of course, but... yeah, hit him with the missiles! Oh, I want a missile here as well. Yes! Obliterate. Oh, look, they're actually going for me. Huh.
What do you want?
A green goop's appearing everywhere. Watch that green goop. Hey, well, look, it is lucky that I used these operations then, because we've actually pushed through. Which is nice. $37 Canadian. About 50 bucks in New Zealand. I think it might have been slightly less. $45 it was for me. Not bad. Not bad at all, really. 50% extra cost. The 50% New Zealand tax, effectively. Okay, cool. Well, we successfully defended that place like there was no tomorrow. Makes me think that this place is probably in need of at least another missile battery, because these places don't have one at all. That's going to hurt my manpower and my money, so it's going to be expensive to upkeep. We'll also get the ranged militia, because that proved invaluable. You know what? I am going to get another missile battery here too. Just because this border is potentially... Clearly, there's a bit of aggression here. And if I can get the 2 batteries here, they can shield each other because the villages are close together. It's very powerful. They should be able, with 2 missile batteries, and if I had 4 militia, I'd feel more comfortable, but 3's okay. Right. What I also really need to do is start trading away some of this plastic. I've got so much of it, and I need money. You have been very kind to me this whole game. I need $400 from you, Chief. Plastic is worth nothing right now. Spice I do have plenty of. I could potentially sweeten the deal. You could have some intel if you like. A little bit of influence. And oh my god. Money makes the world go round, and money is hard to come by. You favor it. You have a negative 100 relationship with me, so we're unlikely to achieve a lot. Let's be real.
Greetings.
Like 2,000 plastic for $200. It's a terrible conversion rate. How desperate am I? A little. The answer is a little. Just because I really want to get this research center online fast so that I can improve my science. For that, I need 500 plastic and 1,500 bucks. I've got enough to pay my taxes, so let's reduce our spice collection for a minute. Not build any more units. We've got our missile silos and defensive structures all built here, so that should be fine. Could reduce upkeep there as well, but maybe no need. We're getting 110 bucks a turn. Just paid my taxes. Nice. Florida is booming. So much construction. Go, Florida. He's your big sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. I'll never live that down. Okay. I need... I do have an emoji just for that situation, though. Just for that situation, P-Draggy. Here we go. The sugar... No. Emoji. He's more approachable. This is definitely more approachable than Stellaris. Yeah, Stellaris is a big grand strategy, whereas this is definitely 4x real-time. 4x real-time kind of vibes. Okay, still desperately saving money. Council votes. I don't actually know if the training of these guards is particularly useful for me. Judge of the council didn't pass, thanks to us. But Landstrad support is now in here anyway. So, interesting. I don't really want that manpower extra cost to go through. Kind of costly for me. I currently have nothing that I can really throw behind that, though. I have a little bit. We could throw, like, 60 influence at it, and then maybe also, because I don't want someone else to get this, I'll throw 150 at that. Nice. Any extra developments that I can do without hindering my plastic too much? Yes, is the answer. And I might use this to produce more spice again. No, I wanted to produce something different. Fuel. Do I need more fuel? Refineries. Airfields. Nah, I don't. Even though this is a fuel place, I don't really need it for fuel. Spice is not being produced in any adjacent districts, so that makes it kind of useless. Manpower, I'm still kind of low on. Sure. Get a recruitment office down. This harvester ain't harvesting crap! And let's fill up these harvesters with extra dudes. Make sure that they're on auto recall so that we don't get a situation like we did last time. And money production's hurting a little bit now. I'm also unable to save for my taxes. Oh my god, there's a whole load of money. Great. Really great. Alright, let's get the research center. This is my huge science upgrade, potentially. Oh, and look, here's a raid. Here's an opportunity for me to use my double move. However, I don't think it's quite strong enough. So I'm going to send my pathetic scavenger and sniper combo, just in case this raid is too powerful, to help prevent it. I'm going to need to stockpile a little more spice now as well. Very conscious of that. So I'll queue that up. And Moth! Hey! Talk about sugar. Thank you for the €1 super chat. That is awesome. And so are you. No, but really. Thank you, Moth. Appreciated. Every little euro counts, you know? Gotta stack those euros. Okay, raid detected, we're aware of it. Combat ongoing, we're aware of it. And we've discovered another spice field, and it's yours. Neat. These guys are so weak that launching a military attack on them is probably a reasonable idea. I'll just reduce the power here as well, just so that... Oh, my militia are going to take a bit of a beating.
Let's earn our wages.
But that's kind of what they're there for, I guess.
That's our job.
Lucky we sent the military in to back them up. Second missile battery is actually firing. Look at that. Boom! 20 bucks! Hey, here are my 3 Lansard guards. Let's go Lansard up this way. Oh, hold on.
On the move. On the move.
Lansard over this way. Send the sniper with them as well.
Ammo
And this
use.
unit too. Now, what are they doing? Looks like they're moving to take this village. Okay. Neat. Could screw them over a bit. might not. Although I would like to stop their expansion because there's a nice, easy spice grab potentially that way. Maybe. Is this the full release? It's early access, Spear. It's still early access, but this is the full early access release. Like, it's out on Steam now. You can buy it. This is no longer the press preview build. This is my game now. But it's still early access. Dune Spice Wars released in early access on April 26th.
Listening. Agreed.
Ah, Civ! You devil, you. Thank you, Civ, for $1.07. Very precise. And outdid Moth by those by 7 cents. I love it. Seems the Smugglers would be subterfuge playstyle, less direct combat. Absolutely. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. I should be, and I mean, that's kind of what they're designed for. You're not wrong. Like, here you can see I'm trying to steal a bit of spice here. I might build this contraband cache here as well in my underworld headquarters. Regenerates health. Damages the village's militia by 50% during a siege. That's pretty cool. Access a random development owned by the village's faction every day. Plus 0.5 influence and intel. Right. I might keep going on the money-making ones. And just, like, try and get some of this money here as well. Yeah. Cool. Might establish one here, too. Because this territory has spice. So we can harvest a little bit of spice out of here, seen as the... Oh! Hold on. Units are struggling. Why? Why? Because this place is producing no supply. Potentially. Let's see. Just fight them. These units were free, so I could push them into the ground. Take this. Yeah, that'll teach ya. Now that we're taking it, they'll regenerate their supply, so it's just their health that's an issue. And it looks like they're going to retreat away.
We'll secure victory. On duty. On the move.
Just in the nick of time as well. We barely repelled that attack. They should be hanging around and fighting back. Little do they realize. Boost my supply. Increase the supply drain. Should have done that a while ago, but I'll put those effects in now. Oh shoot! I have agents unassigned as well. We have one. Okay. Let's get them in. Get them in the Fremen, so we can start to understand a little bit more about what they're putting down. That'll increase my intel as well, which is great because I need to start getting a little bit more of that. And I need to start a little bit more units, but happy to ride along. Looks like the capital finished building its super science district, because now I'm actually getting 9 knowledge a turn, so we've doubled our technology gain. Just checking before I walk to work. Oh, hey Hoff! Have a great walk to work. I've walked to work every day, almost every day of my life. Walking to work is the best thing ever, and if you're in a place where you can do it, it's so good. I love a good walk to work. If I'm doing a day where I'm making content all day, like this, literally today for the stream, I got up, went for a walk, and then came back home to do this. I love it. And a very good night to you too, Octopus. Is the euro stronger than the dollar? I doubt it. Euro's weak F. Tiny bit. Oh, there you go. Almost at 20,000. Yeah, we're so close to 20,000 subscribers, P. Draggy. Oh, you mean the conversion rate? Sure.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Not to me. Nice. Oh. Hold the phone. We've got another aggressor coming in. Also got, these guys looking to launch a counterattack up this way. Halfway through taking this village, I have only a sniper and a trooper left. The sniper can probably pick off this unit before it gets close, though, and then we're in a 2v2. However, I don't have the upfront support to defend the sniper. This could go pear-shaped. Start training another scavenger now. I do have an airbase here. So we can actually helicopter you right there. Right there! Saying nice a lot tonight. It's a nice night, P-Draggy. It's a nice night. And there's another nice. Oh, Moth. It's the euros that just keep coming. Not to be outdone. Thank you, Moth, for another €1 to add to the Dune Spice Wars collection. Thank you, my friend. I'd also like to just quickly, while the game is paused, check in on stream health. Just make sure that like audio and everything is working okay. Yes. Do we have lots of viewers? People still interested and engaged in what's going down? Yes. We have lots of people interested and engaged in what's going down. Welcome in if you're watching. We've got over 100 people watching right now across both platforms. And we are at 76 likes on YouTube. Can we push? We're 3/4 of the way to triple digits. Yesterday we got to 200. I wouldn't put that target on us today though, because it's a different set of circumstances, of course. But I reckon we could probably get a triple digit day to celebrate the release of Dune Spice Wars in all of its glory. You hit the like button also. Of course you did, Spear. I would expect nothing less. That guy got wrecked. I'm so aggressive, but eat that, you big idiot. Here comes our extra trooper that we've used the airbase here in Hull Ram to great effectiveness to troop in. Wasn't needed, but I don't regret sending it there. This territory is a real hot mess. Could use maybe a second airbase, but realistically it probably wouldn't be until I moved up here. Okay, this territory is producing 40 spice, so we could hoover up some of that for 200 bucks. I'll rest on my laurels for now. I have enough spice to pay my taxes, so for the last 5 days, I'll down that a little bit. Show your military worth, or ask him to retrain your soldiers. Train 3 new units. All your units start with 100 experience. That's probably something I can do. Receive 1 elite unit near your main base directly at level 3 for 500 experience. Okay, cool. Oh, look. They're launching a counter-aggressive again. Okay. Looks like it's a really good thing that I transferred that unit across. We've actually got this one as well. So let's spend $20 to evac a sniper out on top of this here hill. Is it a sniper? It's not. That's fine. We should have the strength there to defeat it. Ah, and Bacon Train! You! Thank you, Bacon Train, for a $2 Canadian super chat. Lots of representation from across the world today. Bacon Train says, here's my affiliate money for buying the game, lol. Aw, thank you, Bacon Train. I appreciate your super chat and your $2. Take that, Moth, with your pesky $1. I'm joking, of course, just to be really clear. In fact, that's probably not even a funny joke. Bacon Train, thanks for the $2. And I appreciate the affiliate rev. My channel is generally too small to get like affiliate links and deals like that, but that's okay. I have an Epic Games creator code and have a Humankind affiliate link. Thank you for scratching my back. Hopefully I can provide enough entertainment or knowledge to scratch yours, Bacon Train, in return. A brilliant name, by the way. Okay, the counterattack was unsuccessful. Even though they ran back with 4 units, it was nothing. They saw my ace sniper and they were like, maybe not. Clearly this place is going to be kind of intense. But let's go through and get, ooh, plus 50 water. Holy crap. Really good in a district where wind strength is low too. That would fill my water woes forever. However, I can't help but feel that it's actually manpower that's my biggest weakness at the moment. So let's do it. 19 more likes to triple digits. Thank you for the update, Huck. Looks like we've crossed over the 80 threshold. So we're roughly on par with the number of people who are watching right now. Always interesting. Although, fun fact, around 1 in 10 people will like a video, regardless of whether they like it or not. It's actually, like, the mechanic itself on YouTube isn't engaged with all that often. It's fairly well hidden, so it kind of makes sense. Plus my maximum crew on Harvesters for 26 days worth of research, or we could go 13 days worth and grab 2 benefits for the price of 1. I wonder if I need to move through the military tree a bit more here, so that I can firstly, minus 25% military unit manpower upkeep, that's great. And then maybe I leave it there for now. I think I will. 100% agent recruitment speed. That would have been nice at the start of the game. Grab that now. Hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully it's not too late. I feel odd. Jumper stream without Huck. He's here. He's here. Don't you worry. Huck's been here from the beginning. I've got loads of plastic, so let's keep plastic fantastic expanding this place like there's no tomorrow. The wind traps are pretty useless, and I should probably actually just flat out replace them. So, let's start removing wind traps. Maybe now? Yeah, this territory... We'll remove one from this territory because it's particularly good if it's got one. It doesn't. The recruitment office will probably go. This territory is particularly good for... Spice silos we've already got. Ah, the processing plant, yes. So I need rare elements or special region. Let's try and connect rare elements to my territory. Any rare elements? I know they're a little hard to come by. Ah, there they are. Oh, brilliant. It's a match made in heaven. Alright, we'll move these units here. Get some intel spent on... I don't really have a lot. There's probably no need, really. Yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. Do I want to vote on anything? Minus 30% influence. That actually doesn't bother me too much and would probably hurt the others a little more. Water regulation and gear regulations, minus 30% power. I don't care about all of those, but actually, the increased water upkeep could screw other people over more than me. So let's do a screw over vote there. And see if we can screw some people over. Right, let's expand and grab these precious metals because this will help my money generation in future, which is always good. And I am going to have to go and get some more coffee because I'm fresh out and we're going to keep the gravy train rolling. Thank you for the little super chats that have dabbled their way in over the last 30 minutes or so, including the 100 bits on Twitch. Moth, Sev, and Bacon Train. I appreciate it. I'll be right back, probably in like 2 minutes. See you shortly. Boom. It's a BRB screen. Oh, thank you for bearing with me. That was quite an entrance. Go back to the game. Back in the 90s. Back in the 90s. Just to show that I've seen the video. Yeah, it's a really good point. The like button is kind of just like a recording that I've watched something and that I'd kind of like to be not notified, but at least like made aware in the algorithm that this stuff exists. Alright, let's continue. Hegemony-wise, looking okay. The Fremen, who are our biggest threat this time. I hope these 4 units will be enough. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Raid detected. Could be too late to train these militia. I wonder if that's enough. It might not be. Let's get a lone sniper. Could move back here. We've got an airfield. We distribute across. I'm gonna risk it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a bit of a risk, this is. You should really fly back and defend, but hopefully if the missile batteries can get online. There's actually only 2 active militia, so that's not good. When they get a bit closer, this one will trigger, but at the moment it's not, and I can't bring this militia back, which is super annoying. Now the ranged one is completely undefended, and will start to suffer panic at 50% health, so it's now panicking. Got missiles coming in like there's no tomorrow, but they're not enough. I also noticed my units are incredibly out of supply, which probably means that we've taken this. Or we're just standing around next to it. Oh, for God's sake, I'm gonna get obliterated. Because of my lack of supply, because I was standing around next to it. Okay. There's no easy way out of that. I think I'd literally just lost everything because of that huge misplay.
What do you want?
Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna take that.
Yes, boss.
Wonder if you could just get back into friendly territory. We've got a bloody worm here that's about to... No! Shoot! Okay, that is really bad. That is really bad. I spread myself too thin to try and take everything, and now I've ended up with nothing. Let this be a lesson. How do we recover? Well, the missiles aren't doing enough. Even with the slow, consistent battery here, it just wasn't enough. It looks like maybe the extra militia could have been the breaking point there. Maybe.
We're listening.
Ohio is a strange place. I love the American chat because I have no idea. It means literally nothing to me. Well, you know, I know what the places are, but might as well be speaking a different language. Florida. I hear a lot about Florida. Even in New Zealand, we hear a lot about Florida. Gotta be said. Stupid about. We hear a lot about... What do we hear about? We usually just hear about Florida, New York, and California. That's kind of it. And Florida, really, to a lesser extent. Really, we just hear about New York and California. I'm not happy with my overall resources here, and it's largely because I don't have access to enough spice. 2 ain't enough. 3 is at this stage. I don't think 2 is. Alan! Hey! I saw your comment. I think I gave it a heart react, actually. Yoda, 18 months as a mini pixel. It was your membership icon and your beautiful display picture that got me thinking about it. It is confusing. I released a beginner's guide yesterday. It walks you through Dune Spice Wars relatively slowly and carefully in less than 20 minutes. Hopefully that is helpful. But I'm happy to over-explain this as I go too. So happy. In fact, I might make tomorrow's stream a specifically, purposefully over-explained stream. Because I will be playing with a house that I've at least played a full game with. If not, played multiple full games with and bet the game with. So I'll be in a better position to be able to answer most questions about all of the houses. Whereas right now, well, actually, it's not true anymore, but up until this morning, I've been less experienced with the Smugglers. Not sure why. They were just the one that I gravitated to last, for whatever reason. I think I played Atreides first because they were first, and I kind of thought, okay, this might be the introductory one. Then I wanted to play a real military game, so I played Harkonnen. Then I wanted to see the Worms, so I played the Fremen. And then I went back through and played them all again before I played the Smugglers for whatever reason. Okay, so I've got, for whatever reason here, also 2 snipers. This is a very poorly trained military. But we might be able to use them to our advantage. Obviously only on the defense. So the aggressive expansion down this way, not gonna happen. Absolutely going to put some extra militia in as I go through here. Ooh, and you are under fire. All right, snipers. It's your time to shine. Get over to this hill. And let's see what you can do. Happy Anzac Day. Up to see more 4X content. Voted for Civ 6. I'd say variety is the spice wars of life. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, and this game has given a lot of spicy variety. We're really lucky, actually. We're in a really lucky time. There are so many good strategy games right now. Let me poison the reserves. And thank you for the happy Anzac Day wishes. I appreciate it. It was a nice day 2 days ago. Or yesterday, for most of you.
You need a sniper.
Snipe him! Don't let him get away! That's very satisfying. These sniper units are very satisfying. Alright, back over there you get. We've found the last spice, and it is by you, as we would expect. Starting to get a bit of a clearer picture of the map, and I can understand how this came about now. That makes more sense. Loads of just completely unclaimed lands down here. That is probably the way that I was intended, that I should have expanded. So I might focus on that moving forward. We can definitely get some more villages, which, even though I can't get more spice, if I get more villages, I can get more money, and maybe we'll be okay. Do I swipe and see if I like this? Used to be a huge SCB dub fan. I think you should swipe. Okay, building slots here. I need to save money. I'm actually maxed out on plastic, so let's address that before we get too carried away. I'd like to trade some for money if there's somebody who doesn't like money. Oh my god! The Fremen are so rich and they have no plastic. And I have loads of plastic and I'm not rich. It's a match made in heaven. Let's trade! Boom! Make it a real sweet deal as well. A real sweet deal. That way, they'll be forced to accept. They'll give me a whole load of money, and I can get my military back online. Scavenger. And scavenger. And let's also improve the capital. Oh, by grabbing Pete! The man, the myth, and the legend himself. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Pete. You take the cake today for generosity. I really appreciate it, Pete, and all that you do. Your comments are always super helpful. Yesterday on the VOD in particular, I was replying to somebody and I was like, oh yeah, it was Pete that mentioned that while we were playing live. It was cutting off the top of the screen. Thank you, Pete, for everything you do. And it looks like the kind words. Pete says, loving! All the great Dune content for you this week, Jumbo. Keep it coming. Thank you. I really intend to. It's put sort of a little bit of a fire under my belly. I'm really enjoying unpacking Dune Spice Wars. What it does well, what it doesn't do well. All those sorts of things. This territory has no militia. That's a bit of a yikes. Ah, yes, those precious resources. That territory is still it's pretty spicy to me then. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Thanks again, Pete. Really appreciate it. Really super appreciate it, actually. And yeah, the Dune Spice was the whole Dune Spice was release got me really excited. They were kind enough to generously give a little sponsorship to the beginner's guide video as well, which I really appreciated of them. That was cool. But mainly I appreciated the access to the press build, because it's allowed me to front foot creation of content for this game, which has been really handy for me. Lucky I like the game. Otherwise it would have been entirely pointless. Okay, this time, are we voting on one of these positions? No. We're not. Okay. Architectural surveys is a way to use diplomacy to weaken the opponent's main base to then take it over. So you do, or you could use your diplomatic points to push on an enemy. Plus 100% damage received. Cannot attack. It makes it very weak. I'm obviously not in a position to do that. Maybe if we play HUMANKIND tomorrow or whenever I'm streaming next, I could try and go for that. I feel like it's a waste of time. Again, just an early feeling from me, but I feel like it's probably a waste of time. So I might just ignore it. And then 30% authority. I have so much authority, we're actually about to cap it out, which is suggestive that I'm not doing enough with it. Military, right? Gotta be. About to train these 2 extra units, though. So let's keep this gravy train rolling. Definitely gonna pick this up after final exams. Oh, well, good luck with your final exams, Dying Ducks. Know that they probably don't matter as much as you think that they do. But also, it's not. I'm not trying to put you off. I just know a lot of people who have put a lot of pressure on themselves over their lives for exams that haven't mattered at all. But good luck with those, and I hope you enjoy it when you pick it up. Is this game kind of in between StarCraft style, RTS, and Stellaris? Yes, James, it is. But it's got some really strong 4X-y elements to it as well, particularly in its expansion in the early game and how the early game sort of feels. And then moving through, it has a very rich diplomacy system. Very rich. In fact, I've managed to pick up a bit of intel. So why don't we go on a slightly more difficult mission? Ceasefire is fun, and I could use it as a trump card to get me out of somewhere. But I might just go steal money. And village is cheaper for the instigator and more expensive for other factions. Underworld sells. Might just go for the weakened power promotion as well. Weaken the power of the one that I'm about to take, and then use Ghost Market to hoover up a bit of stuff from a valuable territory. Which, actually, let me just also quickly pan around and see if I can find... ideally one that has spice, that isn't controlled by someone who I'm already fighting. And gold? This one has 26 spice. Spice production 26. Alright, I'll establish an underworld headquarters here. And spice and water. Gold and water. I might get one here as well. Just so that I have some in different empires. Feels like a good idea. Could actually establish some here to weaken all of this. Let's do that. Damages the village's militia by 50% of their health upon siege. For now, I'll go for the economic ones. Although here, actually, there's less incentive. So here, I might go in Walmer. We'll go pay $200 to have their defenses get wiped out by 50% when we choose to attack them. Neat. Extra units? No, but we've got 5.
Yes, boss.
So let's move them. I'll fly them over here because I'm... oh, no. They should probably walk. Sorry, everybody. We just don't have the money. And oh my god. No, hold on.
Agreed.
You've got a more important mission. Right there. In Zaynit. Zaynit is being attacked by rebels. The militia are doing a reasonable job at holding it off. They did manage to take one out. The missile battery's still going. We'll fly in the army anyway. They need to be in this vicinity so that they can move down here to take these precious metals. So we'll do that. Quickly check in what's going on. Oh, shoot. I missed my taxes. This is bad. I'm starting to feel the snowball The snowball! The downward snowball. Although having inactive spice harvesters is a great way to do that. So let's make sure that these are fully fledged, supported, and out and running. Nice. My army's just arrived to quash this stupid rebellion. I've got 2 snipers now. Get him! Yes! A crushing defeat there. It's got to be said. Let's move to this village. This this harvester's now offline, unfortunately. Yikes, but not the end of the world. My pleasure, dying ducks. I love answering questions, and if I can be helpful to somebody, it makes me feel like what I'm doing is worthwhile. And not just as a bra man might say. Can't wait. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good. So, thanks. Alright. Let's move on this place for these. A reminder, we're moving here mainly just for the precious resources. So that I can actually upgrade and build the very powerful districts that harvest them for sweet cash money. What is this? I wonder if I can get one of these to overlook 2 territories. I could squeeze a missile battery, like, right up here, so that it can just about protect the spice. Okay. Sure. I doubt that they would move to attack this place. With 1 unit? That seems odd, but they might. It looks like they're gearing up on this border. So, potentially. Let's use the Spice Market mission as soon as it's available. So it steals Spice, Solari, and Plascrete. So, ideally, I'm looking for a place that's got lots of that. But in particular, I don't really care about the Plascrete. So, maybe this place. Yeah, actually, that one looks pretty good. Let's ghost market it up. Nice. Thanks for the spice. And in the meantime, let's get... This is a tricky decision point for me, actually. I'm not sure what my focus will be. Hegemony victory is maybe unlikely. For now, I'll queue up Call to Arms, because I need the extra manpower. Let's do it. This attack could be building. I'll get an extra militia. Let's get 2 extra militia, just to be safe. Got a missile battery. I've got a... Oh, there's a worm! Whoa, you gotta be quick around here. Village under siege. Gurlon. So they did move on it. And it didn't have any militia trained, so it's just done nothing. Okay. I'm gonna have to take the L there. That's really unfortunate. But what I'll do is queue up a couple of missions. And be ready to do a wee rebuttal. You think it's worth a buy? In a nutshell, yes, but do bear in mind you're buying an early access game. But in a nutshell, yeah. And I have some reviews, Genesis, if you'd like to hear some more long-winded thoughts on it. I've got a quick one that's 9 minutes long, and then my video today is answering some frequently asked questions. If you want a little bit more detail, that's where you can get that. Okay, these guys are ready to move. Airfields-wise, we have one, but it's there. Could move there and then bounce to Gurlon for $100. Try it. Get this place building a processing plant for these. Nice. Right, we've got our units hooning over this way as fast as they can. I'll evac them because I think it'll be a little faster than them running. Nah, just run. Just run across the desert. We could, like, fly them from there to there, but it seems like a waste of time. Alright, let's move. Mission was successful. I'm getting an agent in 30 seconds. I'll try and, apply those as soon as I can. And let's weaken enemy power. Weaken enemy supply. They've taken it because I was just slightly too slow, which is super annoying. Will hurt my supply as well. See, I'm hurting. Also, my own missile batteries fighting against me now. There we go. We scared them out. Snipe him on the way out. Nah, don't worry about it. Come back. I love that spam, 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 spam. It's very Age of Empires-esque. Oh, what's this? Sell the spice to the black market or exchange the spice for weapons. Get 50 hegemony and 1 free military unit. Or $1,000. I'll take the $1,000. Or I lose 300 spice though. I'll take the unit. Why not? 9 more likes. Yes, thank you. We're at 91 likes on YouTube live right now. If you're not a VODder and you're watching live, do it. Can you pause and give orders? Yep, you can. And is there a difficulty mode? Yes, there is, Rod. 4 or 5 different settings. For difficulty, ranging from easy to insane. And first time chat on Twitch says, wanna be famous by viewers. Are there different maps or layouts, asks Pilot? No, it's set on Arrakis. Although it is early access, so I wouldn't put it past more potentially being added in future, although really Arrakis is quite key to the Dune world. Although other planets do exist, of course. Each map is generated randomly though, so you will... each game will always be different. Holy supply, what is going on? It should be fine. I think we're just taking hits from this army. Try and pull any weak unit away. Get out of there! Focus fire. Just kite around like this. I lost both of my snipers, probably because they were just standing at the front line like idiots. My scouts have also finished auto-scouting the world. So now what I can do is assign them to these research tasks to pick up the extra abilities. Hilariously, this one's going to give me another scout. Which isn't like quite what I wanted. That's okay. Oh, and we've got rebels coming in. Ah! Shoot. Gonna have to deal with that. Oh, hold on, actually, how many have we got? 4. Ooh! Gonna be too late to get a missile battery online, probably. Some sharing. I could either share it that way with the neutral or that way with them. Might share it that way with them. It's not going to be enough though, of course. They're not going to train in time before the militia arrive, so I probably shouldn't have even queued it up. In fact, I might just get my money back. Once we take this, our units will at least be free. I should start to get poison reserves and maybe gear sabotage queued up again. Village is under siege. Yup. And you might as well do that. Oh, or does that require a melee unit? Yes, it does. Apologies. Go and do that one then. Good. Right. Oh, this one also needs to do something. It did make me a little bit of money, which is nice. We'll cruise it over in military units to investigate. Send a military unit to investigate. The Fremen are quite good at that. Oh, there's one that needs an aeroplane. Let's go do it. I've got 2 units that I could fly over here now. I don't think the 2v4 is a good idea though, so we'll just have to wait. Have I encountered many bugs so far? No, actually, Pete, I haven't. Good point. I haven't. At all, really. Gotta be said. They've done well. These visuals are spicy. Hey! Did we hit 100 likes, Chris? Did we hit 101? I'm guessing we did. Otherwise, it's a strange comment to make. Let me check. Yes! Thank you, everybody! 104 likes and 80 viewers still watching. Some sexy Dune Spice Wars. We sure did. Wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. I'm going to get a wrecker, seeing as I haven't trained any of those yet. We'll then have 3 units trained in the capital. It's going to start to put a lot of pressure on my other resources. So I need to try and make the most of these where I can. Bring these units within aeroplane range. Actually, maybe they just march. And then we fly these guys. And keep 1 around for next time. Sure. It's just that village under siege, which I will lose, and then I'll lose access to those precious resources. Hey, vey. Stretched a little thin, but doing okay otherwise, I think, today. Behind in hegemony, which doesn't excite me. Ooh, look at that. Rise to the top. We need more spice. Desperately need more spice. There's some. Nice. Right, these units are resupplied. These units are standing out in the desert for no reason. Let's rendezvous and go and smash on you! Found your channel through sucking at humankind. Hey, hopefully I've been able to help a little bit. A little bit there. I hope you've been enjoying Humankind. It's a great game. Yeah, it's probably one of the best Works games you played. I agree. Humankind is a brilliant game. Really good. Love it. Gotta walk the dogs. Thanks for the info and exposure to the game. Hey, have a great walk, Spear. Thank you. Be a cheeky super chat. Oh, shoot. I've stuffed it up again royally. I always forget this. Villagers have a timer. Oh no, is that actually going to kill me? It didn't, but only just. That was that was really bad by me. If I'd misplayed that again, I probably would have cried a horrible death. So when these places are flipped, they no longer give supply, and while this timer is counting down, you won't get supply at all. This is really important. I'll probably include this in today's tips video, actually, because if you get your entire army wiped out, it's such a setback. It's thousands of gold. And I just about nearly did, because you can see they've lost all of their supply. Thankfully, they've made it back into friendly territory, so supply isn't an issue. But they won't start regenerating it until we get them back to base. They're also... Oh, there goes one. There goes another one. There goes another one. God. A worm was attacking as well. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Now that this timer is done, though, they'll be able to move here, stand around, and attack it without losing supply. So bear that in mind. Particularly harsh, of course, when you're playing on 2 times speed, like I'm trying to do. Because they'll lose their stuff really fast. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. But I think we still have enough to maybe be able to take this place back. It's such a hard rock to crack, but I do want it for its resources. So, thank you very much. Let me fly in this guy so there's at least 4 of them, and we'll be able to do it. Channel's made me more confident that I only moderately suck. But could nuke you if I had to. Good stuff. Humankind is a train wreck? Yeah, I hear people talk often about that. I think they're referring to balance, maybe? I'm not sure. I disagree. I think people are far too harsh on Humankind. Particularly since the most recent balance update, actually. Probably addressed a lot of those concerns. I think people are far too harsh on it. It's not a perfect game. But I mean, neither is Civ 6. had a broken launcher for years. The trebuchet didn't exist. Countless glitches and errors. And really, if we want to talk balance, I don't know if Civ 6 is actually that much more balanced than Humankind. When you can find channels that beat the game in 100 turns and have everything super overpowered and they're playing it on the max difficulty, to me it kind of feels like it's just the same. It's just the same deal. You've got people beating it in 0 turns, preserve only, you know, like I don't know. It just doesn't really fly with me. The whole it's insanely broken doesn't fly with me. Oh god, yeah, we won't even talk about its launch period. Oy vey. Useful though when you're comparing apples to apples and ice cream trucks to ice cream trucks to think about what something is like in its launch versus what it's like 6 years after though. Get up to spying operations for $1,000. Successfully besiege one village owned by another faction to get a ghost agent. That's pretty powerful. I wonder if I could take that. We do have this village, which is like weakened and ready to go. Let's send one of our scout units over, which can also act as reconnaissance units for extra vision. Yeah, how do you balance a game that's meant to mimic life, particularly with the Civ and Humankind thing? I mean, oh my god. How do you balance all of human history? Good luck. I'm a little pragmatic when it comes to thinking about that. We are running a little low on knowledge. Maybe our research into knowledge. In fact, I'm almost completely shut out of the tech tree now. Oh, that's just thanks to my gold deficit, though. We can probably tone down the spice, tone up the gold, to try and fix that. And then we've got a couple of missions. Do I want to go through with this one after all? $1,000. Get me out of the red right now. Go back to producing a bit more spice. Because I need to pay my taxes. Yeah, I think that looks good. I am a little low on units right now. The extra unit could have been nice, but we took this. So, eat that. I'm gonna get the missile battery first this time. And also, Sure. Nice. Alright. Next step, I think, seeing as I've laid the groundwork for flipping this place, I might try flip this place. Maybe. Districts here are very cheap, so I should probably squeeze out a little bit of extra spice production? I wouldn't say no. Let's get that water extractor though. I'm maxed out on plastic again and I've got no gold. So let's look to find a trade partner who doesn't like gold or really likes plastic. Like you. Just gonna play around a little bit with these resources, see if I can gamify this a bit. $1,600. That looks good. Let's do it. Get rid of some of my plastic. Yeah, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. It'll also allow me to upgrade our capital a little bit more. Could go for 1 military improvement. That will get my missile batteries trained faster. Let's see. 50% power from your main base. 1 main base power per unused command point. So that's like the ultimate defensive structure. 20% health on military units, 50% experience gain. Or extra manpower and they're trained faster. And I could train more. Neat. I think probably the health and experience for them will be useful. I'm gonna get some barracks. Train them up so they stop dying as often. If I'm terrible at Age of Empires, this game is going to destroy me. It depends why you're terrible, Matthew. But if you're terrible at Age of Empires because there's a lot of real-time controlling, you've got units here and units here and units here, then you might have better luck here. This game doesn't require you to build 200 military units. In fact, it really demands that you don't. Get these units over here. Let's get... not training, because I blew all my money. Classic. Looking for scout things. This was providing vision here, but probably doesn't need to anymore. Yanin is currently providing me with some of its spice and stuff. Might look to weaken it now too, with the back alley doctor. Although, we probably need a bit more strength. Let's get our super unique free company, shall we? Gain plus 50% power depending on the target's missing life. Camouflage, when no enemy unit is nearby. Only visible in close range. That's pretty cool. Give me one of those. Move my units up here because it looks like this place is about to be hit by rebels. Lol. Lucky I was right nearby. We've got a missile battery and 1 militia coming out. Get my demolition unit firing at the one at the back. And then get my troopers at the front, melee fighting with their troopers. The demo unit was instantly focused down and destroyed. Lol. And get these units just back to safety here. Thank you. Okay. Extra district? Why not? Do I want it to reduce the upkeep of everything? Hey, hold on. Are they taking my village that I was gearing up to attack? Oh, crap, they are. Shit. No! We'll see what happens. The Freemen are really good at harnessing the worm power. I can tell you that much for free. Or free company. Surely. 20 strength. We probably just need more bodies though, don't we? And at much cheaper gold, I say why not? I'm producing enough spice to pay my taxes on time, but not by a lot. It's gotta be said. So maybe we'll grab the 1 free unit there. Am I actually getting that? Oh yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Where is this alleged free unit? Like, where are you? Maybe that's a bug? Or maybe I'm an idiot. I could also be an idiot. Let's get you out of there. And maybe building spice harvesting things with my money. $770 now. So that the cost of that scales up a lot. And yeah, looks like they just flipped this place. So my question is, do my explosive... Yes, my hidden explosives stay. Brilliant. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, they just evac'd out of there like there was no tomorrow. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, are you kidding me? I must have just missed that payment. And it was probably because I had to recall one of these at the last minute. Oh, that sucks. Damn it. It's the exchange rate penalty that hurts the most out of that. Because that hurts my money, which I am rapidly losing. But my god, I've got a lot of plastic. Hey, you like plastic? Let's increase the spice here. Yeah. Some spicy silos. Spicy. Brilliant. You could probably use a little bit of extra militia, but I might save my money actually, because we're trying to build up an army to move on this village that I've got explosives planted in. It'll have some sort of timer maybe? No, it doesn't. Neat. Now could be a good chance to move on it while it's got no one in it. Although, it kind of, unfortunately, kind of makes my hidden explosives a bit useless. Get a couple of missions ready to go too. Do I have any more expensive ones? No, because of my lack of agents. Let's try and get influence in Arrakis. One more. That's nice. And then maybe here as well. Spread through, get to level 2, start to be able to do some of these more advanced things, I think. Yes. Great. And I'll get all 3 of these aggressive operations queued up. Underground network, distant base authority costs to annex a village are reduced by 40% and regain 20% supply after participating in a kill. Plus 20% power to all military units at night. Cool. That's a great little buff. Let's get that online. Definitely a more even balance, Matthew, between the need for a military and the need to build your empire, as well as, and crucially, the third element, espionage, diplomacy, operations. That whole thing is very important too. Again, I've shared my long-form thoughts on that if you want to hear them in my video today, but happy to chat here live on stream as well. Of course! That's the whole point. Alright, you know what? You're weak. I'm strong. Let's take it. Oh, look, and it's got 3 militia instantly, so... Yikes. I don't have a sniper here, which I hate, but let's get these units a little closer. And I've got my scout ready to provide vision. And then we'll go poison reserves, supply drop. Give supply and health regeneration to allied units in the region. Bam. And let's fight. I'm going to hang around here, just in case something goes wrong. Brave request. You're going to give me 2,000 bucks. Yeah, I really need that. There's a vote as well. We're electing the judge of the council, which is unfortunately already a position that they hold. We could weaken someone's capital or reduce influence. I don't really want any of those, so I'm just going to hold. Let's keep playing this out and see what happens. Looks like they're evacuating some troops in. We could need an emergency exit here. Although we're going to try and hang around. We'll be able to fly my sniper in as well. So let's do that. And train another free company. Why not? I'm upgrading my army now. Let's fly you in. To be fair, kind of far away from the fight, but we'll helicopter you in there. We'll need definitely another airbase up here once this place is built. Although I'll need a lot of things once this place is built, to be fair. Focus fire in on this last unit, I think. Wait, no. Hold on. You may not need to fight that. That's my districts, damn it. This unit is super weak. What is that? It's a house guard. And oh my god, it had 38 strength. Jeez. Get you out of here before worms start to become an issue. I could also use a bit of a resupply operation. I'm going to queue up those 3 again. Because they are just bringing in more and more and more dudes. I mean, I am too, but it's not really enough. And it's a really slow capture. Get my sniper positioned here. Unfortunately, it reactivates all of their military units. But this guy's so... Oh, that unit is so tanky. Holy crap. I need to fly this one over as well. And probably keep training. Can't. We're in a deficit. Tax collection's going okay, so that's fine. Any benefits here? Gain 1 free military unit recruitment. I'm not really sure I even understand how that works. It's manpower that's the issue right now, though. That's preventing me from training. So we might look to move in the tech tree, perhaps, to get some more manpower. Support structures, 1% of your unit's total power. Command points, airfield range. Yeah, keep going with underground network, I think. Is this something that I have to give up on? Maybe. Maybe. Definitely. Oh no, and now there's a sandworm, so my sniper is trapped. Oh, you poor boy. Shoot. We were so close to grabbing that. But just not enough. It's just not enough. I'm completely pinned in, really, as far as expansion goes that way. Even with my setups to destroy their initial units. The method there was we cracked them fast, but we weren't able to secure the victory afterwards. In fact, it went to hell in a handbasket afterwards. Let's try and increase spice generation here. Maybe remove that military base. That seems completely unnecessary, to be honest. Try and increase spice generation everywhere with the spice silos. And maybe look to move on some weaker targets like these guys. Let the other factions do what they need to do, well away from me. I'll instead try and maybe capitalize off this. Grabbing a little bit of extra spice up there. Using what I do best as the smugglers, instead of just trying to brute force them, doing the old Red House strat. Holy crap. Speaking of the old Red House strat, here comes trouble. Oh shoot, I'm starting to run out of time too. Okay, not the end of the world, but... Where are you based? Oh, you poor sod. Get you over there. Loads of things going wrong. This is the Dune Spice Wars snowball that can take place. If I don't pay my taxes, I'm going to suffer even more, so I will focus on taxes. We've got a huge army pushing in here to an undefended one, and we've got an army pushing in here to an undefended one. The counter-attack is strong, and I like it a lot. I mean, I don't, obviously. It's horrific and terrifying. Little bit late to pull off those operations. This one is the next one on the chopping block, so we need to get that queued up. I really need military units, so we're just gonna have to go for the relatively cheap scavengers and try and produce them as quickly as we can. This is the really interesting thing about Dune Spice Wars. Once you start to snowball, like other games within this genre, you will snowball and fall out very quickly. It's got sort of an underlying survival element from the likes of Northgard to it as well, right? It has a very hardcore setting in its very nature. Obviously, Arrakis, it's a desert planet, pretty hardcore. And then strapped onto that, you've got these survivability sort of challenges as well. There's a really strong survival element to all of these resources. I've got far too much authority and far too little manpower. Counterattack is great to see. Yeah, you never see that in Civ or Humankind. Think about the counterattacks in Humankind. They're pathetic. Whereas this, I mean, go you. They've decided to pillage rather than capture, which is also, to be honest, quite a cool thing. Like, I like that. It suits their personality. It suits the game. And it also is useful for me because it stops it completely snowballing out of control. Either way, I'm just going to pause and take a quick pit stop. I will be right back. Sweet. Pop back to the game screen. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. There we go. We're back. Thank you for bearing with me. All right. Let's see if I can salvage? That's a fun new word. See if I can salvage this pretty aggressive counterattack. If they just pillage this place, which they probably will, because they might not have the authority or water, then I could be okay. Replenish some militia. Get the missile battery back. At least deal a little bit of damage to them along the way. That's actually really poorly placed. I'll place it there. It sort of barely reaches, but maybe slightly. These guys are just out of range from it. I hate them. Okay. Losing a little bit of money. I'm also not going to be able to pay my taxes on time unless I can somehow muster up $200. One of my villagers will rebel against me if I don't build 2 new buildings. I think I can do that. Neither of my harvesters are online. That's a yikes. They will have just dodged the fact that they're under siege. And there's a rebel army moving in too. Oh no, they're moving away. It's fine. They'll probably get eaten. I need these guards, definitely. This could be a little bit of a catch-up for me. So let's spend all this influence I've been stockpiling to get some insta units. Sure. They captured this one for the spice, as you would expect. This is going to hurt me a lot. A lot. We need counter attacks very fast to resecure that spice, or this game is over. And this is the kind of game where, it's just over, it's over. Like most boring strategy games, really. Judge of the Council. Yeah. Being voted on again. I'm going to ignore it and just pile everything into getting these 3 units in 5 days. You guys can probably research some stuff. Go and do that. Thank you. And then, where is my spice? Here. Okay. So, let's start moving toward it with the units that we have trained. Grab a sniper, and then with that and my 2 militia and everything else, we should be okay. However, we missed our taxes. Somebody else has overpassed me into Germany. There's a village under siege. The snowball is real! Combat is ongoing. Loads of points of interest have been discovered, though, so that's something. Get a little bit of... Oh, great. More plastic. What's that? Plastic? Cool. Might look to leverage all of my plastic with somebody who likes plastic. You do. We're currently at war, but, you want some of my plastic? I'll take it for all of your money. And you can throw in a bit of spice as well to sweeten the deal. Thanks, Chief. We'll queue up one with you as well. You don't like plastic. You don't like plastic. No one likes plastic. It's because you're full. Okay. I've got 60,000 bucks. Start playing the game that I played last time, which was the big money game. I think it's the way to go, to be honest. Everything feels quite ring-fenced naturally. Everything feels quite ring-fenced without it. I've got so much plastic, I don't know what to do with it. You go hard on the spice production, but it is going to bankrupt me while we don't have the second harvester online. If I can't get the second harvester back online, it may be over. It may be all over Rover. So, kind of important to me. You're on auto recon, but you kind of got nothing to do, so I'll just bounce you around. I like to zoom out at this point in the game and just kind of click around with my scouts and send them to different discoveries. They research them very, very, very quickly. So it's pretty easy. One day I'll get 3 extra units on the capital and we'll launch the greatest counter offensive you've ever seen. Very interesting stream. Thanks! I think I'll be back tomorrow and streaming it again. As I said at the start, I'd like to stream at least each house once. this week during release week, and if I've got the time, which I've tried to plan around it so that I do, hopefully I will. Completely lost that place to look how strong these locals are. Holy crap. They are pissed and powerful. Could look to stomp them down, although at 18 strength each, that's not going to happen. So, let us... I don't even have an airbase anymore, so we're going to have to walk like the peasants that we are, using our disgusting feet to march over this way instead. There's some spice. There's some tech. There's some spice. We've got combat ongoing over there, which we expected. I don't think they'll push any further, but just in case, I'll kit this place out with militia. We really do need everywhere to be kitted out with militia at this point, I think. Without it, we're pretty vulnerable. Alright, everybody. Let's take back what's rightfully ours. Check, it doesn't have any promotion, any negative multipliers. Good. Hold on. Hold on. Hold that thought. Look at this. Try and stop the militia from running in and dying unnecessarily here by just completely stopping these rebels before they even had a chance to get a look in. With a missile battery and everything else, it's good. Long-time lurker here. Love the Humankind vids. Hey, Matthew. Thanks. Do I like the political system? Yes, it's very good. It's, probably more important than its military system. It's very good. I'll have some more videos to follow on it to break it down in a bit more detail, but it is very good. You can sort of see me using it in loads of different ways. Solari production increases by 20% of the available water. We should get that, because I can kind of be water king with my super water buildings. Okay. Oh, how dare you! Looks like they're moving for the capture here while I was distracted by these stupid rebels. Well played. Could have been their diplomatic action, actually, through espionage. Get the ghost marker action. I wonder, could I use ceasefire to stop them attacking? I wonder if I can. Let me try... it's... yeah, right there. And now we're out of supply. Okay. This is going to make this a much harder fight now that they've taken it off the rebels. But, shy of my supply, there's not... I can't really push much harder here. It's actually not on cooldown, though. So let's sweep in and grab it while they've got their back turned. Go, gadget, back turn. Oh, crap. Change of mind. Gonna have to move this way to stop this one being pillaged again. Looks like, yeah, my militia, they tried. They tried. We've still got a missile chomping. Let's get up this way and shield that. Get these guys researching stuff. So I can keep grabbing these resources that are popping up around the world. And let's check in on these units. Make sure that no one's doing anything dumb. You're just gonna have to keep forcing this guy to not go in. But please, sir, I really want to fight! No! Stop it. Whew. Okay. That was lucky. I need to keep training units because these Lansard guards, I think, will disappear. Are they on a timer? If they're not, then I'm playing it wrong. The spice controls the universe. It's very true. Time to control some spice on your behalf. Good luck at work today, Chris. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, and good night, Moritz. Sorry, I missed your... I have to go to bed now. Thanks for becoming a member on YouTube. You're awesome. I really appreciate my YouTube members. They provide a little bit of certainty in a very uncertain world. Okay, we've got units here that are likely about to fly out and stop this. So, let's firstly steal the spice out of Yanin. And then what I can do is use a ceasefire to stop fighting in this territory. Interrupts and prevents battles in the target region for 2 days. I feel like that's pretty strong. Or at least it's not terrible, right? Council votes allows the training of Landside guards. I can't get it, of course. They're going to keep trying. Plus 30% bonus for exchange. I really want that. And I've got a whopping 30 votes. I'm actually building up a little bit of standing here. I'm generating some votes as the smugglers. That's awesome. Also, this harvester ain't harvesting. Get back out there. And let's get back in here and control this spice. I might take poison the reserves as well, just in case I need to use it here. Although I might look to ceasefire. And then I wonder if I can still capture this during a ceasefire. Surely. Also bring these 2 units over. Sandstorm oh my god, stop. No manpower left. That's a problem. And there's a rebellion underway. And a sandstorm has prevented me from getting to it. Okay. Go and squash that rebellion now. And we can actually really squash it. Once we take this and completely abandon it. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Splice is back, and the rebels took that from me. Okay. Now it's going to suffer from the supply penalties, so we're going to have to ignore it, unfortunately, and then come back and take it. Stupid, sexy rebels. Let's get the spice harvester back online as soon as humanly possible. Do I want to push out and grab something while I'm here? Something relatively easy. Let's see. No, I don't, because there's another rebel attack up here. Suffering a little bit from the old rebels. Manpower deficit is stopping me from regenerating health as well. That's pretty severe. Although I am losing units. So what's causing this upkeep now? It's just the missile batteries. Missile batteries and my 5 standing armies. Okay. Got enough spice to pay my taxes, so let's start converting that to a bit of money, get ourselves back in the green. Combat ongoing, we know that. Resource deficit, we know that too. So let me try and fix that first and foremost as well. I think I might have lost some of my manpower generators. So let me just get recruitment office online here. There was probably one here as well, I'm guessing. Or here, actually. This could have been it. Somewhere along the way, we've lost it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on with this unit? Taking an absolute beating. Jeez. Of course, because we don't have health regen. That is actually really ugly. Get this manpower fixed ASAP. Shoot, already done it. Okay, a little bit low on plascrete, so I'll get one of those. The recruitment office there, now that the spice is ready to be harvested! Again! God, that was such a setback. It was such a setback. Any more spice to control the world? Yep, what I should do is make sure that I have the outposts hooked up to be stealing all this spice too. Where's the rest of it? Up here. One of these up and running. And maybe one over here as well. We've got one here already. $200 with some extra intel and influence could be useful. Oh, maybe I'll do some spyware. Have a play around with that, see what that's like. This is very much a play around with the smugglers. Smugglers? With the smugglers. Wait, whoa, 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 what's going on? Jesus! Can I just have 2 seconds, please? No airbase here anymore. That's a big oversight too. Airfield going there. And you are about to take this with 2 troopers and a heavy weapon. It's going to be a kind of close fight. See what happens. think that Demolisher is the worst unit of all time. Jeez. Get out of there. Get out of there! Take a shot at this guy, though. Surely we take him out. Yeah, they'll teach ya! Okay, that was a bit of a mess, though. Could have used my missions. Elected not to. The lattice. Actually, really too close for comfort there, really. Oh, shit. Being overrun by rebels. Now, this is interesting. What's happening is slowly over time, that death spiral that I've talked about is playing out. Although, to be fair, really, I think, and this is just a theory, could be wrong, feel free to correct me in chat if you know better, but I think that the main difficulty here is that I just don't have the spice connected. Now, my military is a little weak and perhaps a little, maybe disjointed. Let's move them over here. Looks like these rebels are actually just walking past my sniper, which is really nice. Glad to see that they're going to go fight someone else. And actually, you three can probably take this on your way by, no? Yeah. You three can probably take that. I can bring a sniper over to help if you want. Go on. This camouflaged sneaky unit, I think? Yeah, stealth. Ranged stealth. So good. It wasn't needed, though, so let's just get it back over here. Take that back. And then... look, they're being assaulted by rebels. Take that, you noob. I could throw a few votes behind that. Just my normal votes, see what happened. Combat's ongoing over here. How did my defenses go? Well. Really well. They successfully defended against some rebels. That's what I like to see. I'd like more of that, to be fair. Get another recruitment office down, because we do need the manpower. And then bring these units over there. Start to hoon up a little bit of militia. I might go for the heavy militia now. They are pretty good. And if I can get one here, because this territory's just been so under fire for the whole damn game. Might have a look at my spice stealers. Oh, I do not have money for spice stealers. Also, am not doing my taxes because I've stopped harvesting spice. This is a problem.
What do you want?
Hey, can I have all of your money? You can have some intel. Here you go, Chief. I'm gonna bankrupt our opponent. Through diplomacy. Looks like they could be going for another pass here. This time I'm prepared. Eat that, you big noob. Oh my god, it's gonna get really hot here. Let's use all of my objectives. I've just caused a ceasefire, which is just gonna stop everybody from fighting for a minute. That's pretty funny. We're just gonna stand here and look at each other now. And I've lowered their supply too. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, though, because they're in my territory. Let's find out. While that's happening, I'm going to jump into the old espionage screen. Get someone with them. And then also get my ceasefire and maybe my ghost market prepared again. I like both of those. Maybe also a gear sabotage. Sure, why not? Yeah. And you wouldn't... I don't think you need to worry too much about sucking at RTS combat, Matthew. I'm not great at RTS combat either, as you can probably tell. But it doesn't really matter. Because the number of military you control is relatively confined, the militia fight by themselves, you don't need to worry too much. You can, of course, pause at any time, but yeah, I think... I agree with Pete. I think you'll be alright. Okay, the ceasefire has ended and the fighting's kicked off. I wasn't able to redeploy any extra units or anything in the meantime, so I couldn't really take advantage of it, but that's fine. Let's get another militia there. This will be a bloody fight of the ages. Some of their units are super strong. We've got a couple of stealth probes. They're useless, essentially. Probably just snipe them, actually, in the back line. Right. Ooh, that was tough, but we freaking did it. Nice. Okay, I can probably focus on my scouts again. Grab these resources that have been sitting around the world. I'm just going to be able to pay my taxes on time. Yay! We might be able to claw out of the death spiral here. Check if there are any 100% blobbers. Nope. Also really conscious of wanting to train more units. At the moment I have a sniper, a scavenger, and a free company. So let's get another scavenger. 3 is probably enough to take this. Let's move on it now while we're not being stupidly attacked by someone else. I'm going to use this to harvest your spice, and then I'm going to use gear sabotage to reduce power in this region. Currently a pretty hot region. Looks like green were looking to make a push again here too. I've got a missile helping me. I've got a sniper. Oh, get out of there. Sweet. Okay. I need that extra militia there, and even that might not be enough. This place needs to start helping everyone else as well. It's back online. Good. These guys can also help us get out of the spiral of death by picking up little extra bits of spice and stuff like that along the way. See? All the spice. Oy. And then I need to get this damn harvester back online, don't I? Right now. Again. I feel like I've built this a million times. Let's leave some units here then. Get this one over in Zaynit. All of the conflict is happening over here. Eh, Terentius! Thank you very much! Amazing! Terentius with a $2 super duper chat! Thank you, Terentius. You're such a regular contributor to the channel, and I really appreciate the modding you do as well. Seriously, I do. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And Terentius says, ride that whirlpool of death. Honestly. You're not wrong, but I'm sticking it out. I reckon I might be able to pull this back from the brink. I need to keep developing my economy as much as possible too, because as you can see, taking some hits along the way. Try and just reduce maintenance everywhere, I think. Help reduce my overheads. This territory doesn't have spice. And I can't help but feel it really is the spicers that I need. I'm gonna start trading with these independent people. Tax generation is fine. So, let's get this guy deployed. Finally harvesting some more spice! And it looks like there's a rebel combat going on down here. However, it was so successfully stopped that I can actually bring my units back on defense now. My empire is a little small. There's so much land to take down to the south here. I feel like maybe if I can sneak you back to base, it would be really great. Let's try. I'm going to try and take some extra villages over here. Try being the operative word, am I right? Get some support infrastructures for my military. And I feel like these guards are actually not a good take sometimes. Like, they kind of bankrupt you. But let's try it. Let's take 3 extra guards. I do need the military. It might be my only way to get them. What are you doing standing around nowhere? Oh, you're paused, right? I'll allow it. Just this once. Start making a little bit of extra money. Spice stockpiling's going okay, but this, our main generator is not online. So that's a bit ugly. 3 units should be enough to take that, so let's do it. And then the extra 3 will appear, and we'll go down and grab this again, probably. Damn it. Cool. Alright, we've got a plan. A plan to crawl back from the depths of despair. They have elected themselves judge of the council, and the freemen took the 3 units as well. God, I hate them. That could be beneficial for... sorry, that could be detrimental for me as well, so I need to keep that in the back of my mind. Keep an eye on what's going on over here. Looks like great success. Eat it. Didn't get those 3 units. That's a bit of a disaster. Where are we being attacked now? It's one little demolisher. Oh, dude. This is not a fight you want to take. This is not a fight for you. Audio is cutting out and it's spotty. Let me check the stream health. I haven't heard any issues, Laputhi, from anyone else. But I can just quickly double check, make sure. Anyone having any issues with the stream quality at the minute? Is it okay? Are we struggling? Is my internet having a heart attack? Because it could be. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if it's me or not. I always love it when people let me know. Sounds like it could be an issue on your end, not mine though. Maybe. I should get with that bot for Twitch chat as well. Let's explore. I've got 3 units there, which is quite threatening to my spice territory with no one standing in it right now. So let's get a missile battery online. Heavy militia, heavy militia, heavy militia. Actually, that was a waste of money. I might get a ranged one. Might be better support in the background, I reckon. And I've got 1 unit who can come over here temporarily. Should be enough. I'm just a little worried about what's going to happen. They could also attack this way, I guess. Kind of weird, but they could. Yeah, it is. Get the Solari processing plant online now. Finally, now that I have those rare resources. And start to maybe make a little bit more money, too. Running slightly low on Plascrete. Might pump another one of those online. Oh, and some rebels are immediately coming to fight this place, which is crack up. Lucky my army's here waiting. Focus fire on the demolition unit first, because it does area of effect damage that's super annoying. Not going to be able to get that unit out of here in time. But I'm left with my free company and my sniper. The free company is an absolute tank. Get another one of those trained up, actually. I don't think I need to use any operations. I might just do a little ring around the rosy. Try and bait it out to the sniper. Here we go. Nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a lot of red things just flown in. Daytime neck brace to the nighttime neck brace. Oh, jeez. That sounds painful, Nathan. Super painful. Where's this dude from? Sounds Aussie or something similar, but not quite. Barton, this dude is from New Zealand, so you're spot on. Well, pretty close. Got demolished as an understatement. Yeah. It's... If you start losing, you lose. Get these spice stealers online. Where I can. Oh, shoot. What is this? Okay, so the attack actually came from red, not green. And it was moving that way, not this way. That's all right. I will allow it. I think we have 3 militia here. And I have 1 extra unit that could maybe take out that support drone or something. What I'm afraid of is they're really powerful units. This guy who's absolutely blocking me from trying to attack that. Oh my god, that was a disaster. Get out of there! Michael! Oh, thank you, Michael! Amazing! Thank you for the $5 super chat! Michael, you are everything I need. You're amazing. Thanks, dude. Oh, shoot. Oh, the spiral has spiraled really horrifically out of control. A double attack from 2 other houses at the same time. I can't defend that. I can't defend that. And my spice is at real risk here too. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Michael. Michael says, thanks for all the amazing videos. I use them all the time to help me not be such a noob. Nice. Nice. After the stream, I'm going to work on some more Dune Spice Wars ones to hopefully reduce some noobery around this game as well. Although, as you can see, bad things happen to me. I'm a noob too. No, but in reality, I do have a few tutorials for it in the works. In the works. Nearly. But I do think it's a good sign, actually, and I agree with what Pete's talking about. This is a good thing. This game is hard, but not impossible. Like, don't get me wrong. But each playthrough is very different. It's very susceptible to the diplomatic missions, for example, the espionage that's taking place. It's very susceptible to random sandworms coming in and ruining everything. So long as I can hold my spice, losing those 2 territories isn't terrible, except for that snowball effect that's going to start to take place. And it will. It certainly will. And unfortunately, actually, this is probably about the time that I should wrap up. If I want to make these videos, I do need a little bit of time to do it. So what I'm going to do here is wrap up. I'm going to call this a loss because I think that the downward spiral is probably going to downward spiral out of control here. You can see I'm starting to fall behind on the hegemony, which isn't the end of the world, but as you start to fall behind on it, you will start to snowball out of control. And I think that this is a snowball out of control. Time to cut it here and move swiftly along. So what I'm going to do is cut it here and move swiftly along. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you to Pete, Matthew, Terentius, and the various other people who threw $1 or 2 into the ring, into the super chat ring. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, I'll be back, same time, same place, for some more Dune Spice Wars. I'll play a different faction again. It'll be one that I'm much more practiced with. Although I haven't played a lot with the Freeman. I've played a lot more with Red, with Hark, with Emperor Vlad, than I have with the Freeman. So maybe I'll play the Freeman tomorrow. I'm keen to play the ones that I've played less of. Although I have already won a game with them. Maybe I'll post a new poll just between those 2, since they're the only 2 left. I'm not sure. I might just play the Freeman and say, stuff it, we're playing the Freeman tomorrow. Either way, I will see you at 8 p.m. GMT, the same time as always, live on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow for some more Dune Spice Wars. A win tomorrow. You can hold me to that. And keep an eye out on the channel if you're not subscribed already. I have 2 sort of tips or guide videos related to this game that are in the works, and I'm hoping to publish at least one of those today, if I can. Either way, thank you, Pete. Thank you, Matthew, Salsa, Alan Enraged. Hope you have a great night too. I hope everybody has a great night, actually, or the rest of your day if you're an Australian or New Zealander like me. Go you. Either way, good luck out there. This game is very fun. In a nutshell, I do enjoy it. If you want my long-form thoughts, you check out my my latest video, my latest upload. And otherwise, I will catch you live tomorrow for some more Dune Spice Wars. I'm really enjoying it. Take care out there, everybody. Dying ducks and all. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow morning.